Yeah.
Boom. He asked me when he was loading the audio. He's like, who is that?
Go somewhere in the country. Turn the radio on, hear my song saying, my favorite song saying. She don't know, she slept through the field trip, missed it was yesterday. So we right back where we started, she still trying to get away. Girl, you wasting my time, and I am wasting your time, but that's okay. I said it's okay. Let me give you what you want. Ooh, and maybe later what you need. Yeah, I remember, girl, you used to have fun. Yeah, now I ain't seen a smile in a while. Heard you feeling pretty lonely. Yeah, your daddy should've got you that morning. Let me give you what you want. Killing yourself like this, going crazy, keeping all of these secrets. How was that living? Every time I reminisce, I keep thinking it was better then. I remember when we made out underneath the rain clouds. Stay out late, I wanna lay down, break ground. Then you tell me we could be okay, don't know for sure. Just familiar numbers hammered to your door. You left home right away, cause your life is like night and day. You keep going back and forth. Let me give you what you want. Ooh, and maybe later what you need. Yeah, I remember, girl, you used to have fun. Yeah, now I ain't seen a smile in a while. Heard you feeling pretty lonely. Yeah, your daddy should've got you that morning. Let me give you what you want. Can I give you what you need? And maybe later what you can I give you what you want? I remember, girl, can I give you what you need? What you need? What do you need, girl? Yeah, so can I give you what you want? Let me give you what you want. Can I give you what you need? Can I give you what you need? Can I give you what you want? Can I give you what you want? Can I give you what you need, girl? What you need? What do you need, girl? Yeah, so can I give you what you want? Let me give you what you want. Can I give you what you need? Can I give you what you need? Can I give you what you want? Can I give you what you want? Can I give you what you
Welcome to my house. It's my house. Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Play the music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Morning comes and you know that you wanna stay. Close the blinds, let's pretend that the time has changed. Keep our clothes on the floor, open up champagne. Let's continue tonight, come on, celebrate. That's
That's what we're talking about.
Pro 4. So we're gonna start off with 1. Nope. 2. Nope. 3. We'll take 3 today.
You just said that.
3, 2, 1, and we're live.
And we're live. Welcome back, everybody. This is the off-season show presented by Impulse Media. I'm your host, CJ Greaves, and tonight it's gonna be a banger. Right?
Banger.
Banger.
Bang her.
Whoa.
Sorry.
No situationships in here, brother.
No more.
Just no more.
Yep.
Cut it off.
Yep. Get her out.
As always, sitting to my left, the man, the myth, I don't even know what it says on his shirt,
Notre Dame.
Mr. Tito Labine with the next gen hat on.
The next gen hat on. Notre Dame. I'm all about the future, CJ. Is what I'm here about.
What's the future of Notre Dame?
The future national champs, and I'm here about future drivers.
You're just predicting.
I'm predicting, man. I'm on one tonight.
All right.
We were snacking before we got here, a little snack, and I was just dropping some knowledge.
He really
What'd you eat? What'd you snack on?
McDonald's.
You didn't have smart water?
No, I did not. I had.
Then where'd you get the knowledge?
I don't know, man. I was like talking to these two, and I was just saying bullshit, and it just came across as knowledge, man. We're just talking
All
about
right.
gems in the dark, bro.
All right, Tito. It's your turn to introduce.
Skip me.
No, introduce him.
Skip me.
Introduce him.
The camera. Well, hurry up. Do it.
All right. Well, the man sitting behind the camera, the guy who's directing it all, the head, the veiny, and the black, we have Jeffrey Keeble.
Yo, what up? What's going on?
The black veiny head.
It's on the Jeffy cam.
Yeah, you're stupid.
And as always, kitty corner to us. He's the man. He's the skinniest of the Indians around
Yes,
here.
for now.
He is the best looking. He's most people's favorite Indian, Mr. Lyle Keeble.
Yo, speaking of skinny,
What?
we were having a debate earlier.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were. Before we get into it.
Yes.
We're gonna bring that on next.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep going.
We'll get
Yeah.
All right.
We'll get everybody.
We're gonna get everyone going. To my left, to Tito's left, the rookie, the Pro 2 rookie, the Kyle LeDuc champ, Mr. KGB. What up? Freshly married, freshly partied, all the above.
Freshly ready to stop drinking.
And sitting to hit my left, Tito's left, KGB's left, and Lyle's right, Cory Frankie winner.
What's going on?
What, 23 Pro 2 champ?
23, yeah.
23? I had to do the math.
We got to put part-timer in there.
Part-timer.
Holy
24
shit.
24 part-timer. 23 champ, 24 part-timer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, are you coming back for the champ this year?
No.
Damn.
And I'm out of here.
You're freshly out of questions. Get out.
We don't want you here
Part-time
anymore.
racer, part-time podcast.
Exactly.
Part-time. Hey, we're pretty part-time too. It's all right.
Very, very PT.
Very PT. All right, back to your story. Let's hear it. Let's hear the debate. Let's start with the debate away.
The debate was Ozempic. We're talking about losing weight in this group.
Yeah, yeah. And if Tito should try it,
Yep.
If me and Jeffrey should try it.
100%.
Right?
Scott Waz
Right?
and his wife are both on it and love it, I guess.
Yeah.
Jeffrey wants to go organic route.
38.
Work hard.
Scott lost 38 pounds and his wife lost 28 pounds.
And that's what I mean. We do it for a little bit.
Yeah, we don't.
It hasn't been that long.
You know
it
what I
hasn't been that
mean?
long. Like, it would only be like his aunt or something dying because she can't get insulin for her diabetes.
He goes, it's worth it, though, huh?
Yeah, dude, for real.
Right?
You know what I mean?
I mean,
I'm
we
like-
had this conversation last time.
Yeah.
That people are losing their insulin because they're selling it as Ozempic.
Yeah, dude. I
Oh
mean,
my gosh.
I'm talking like a 3-month trial here. You know what I mean? I'm not.
3-month trial.
I'm not. Going like a big commitment route here. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to do a year. I'm trying to do a little off season. Shaving. You know, that's what I'm going for. But
Yeah,
then,
but you don't have any facial hair.
Yeah, I know, but I can shave elsewhere. Anyway, so Jeffrey though does not. He's not on board. Not even to like try it. Not even a little bit.
Who cares? Then you do it, and then when you fucking
wanna do
melt
it
away,
alone.
then when you melt away, look at him and be like, "Pff, chump work, brother.
Thank you. And then he's like, we do OG style. We do That's all I'm gonna hear.
I didn't know Brian Deegan was on.
He had to go down and do it myself, man. I just went down and just started, doing everything I needed to. OGs, war dogs everywhere.
Metal militia, bro.
Militia, bro.
All about the Iron Paradise.
Why do you guys know so many Deegan quotes? First off?
It's been a long off season.
I'd say
Yeah, but no Ozempic for me.
no Ozempic.
He's scared.
That's just a pill you take?
No, it's a shot.
It's a shot, and I'm afraid of needles. So, and I'm willing to do it.
You do
I think you
heroin all the
should.
time.
Yeah, but
you
that's
should.
different.
Oh.
That helps you lose weight too.
But
Yeah, right?
different. Yeah.
Same but different.
Yeah, I'm taking the wrong heroin then.
All right, we're gonna hammer out a weekend recap right out of the gate, right? Let's start with Saturday. Supercross. What do we think? Banger? Banger?
good.
I
was
think it was
hectic.
really good. Yeah,
It was hectic.
It was hectic.
All the head guys went down.
Head,
and,
huh? Head guys?
Head
Whoa.
black.
Whoa.
Welcome, Beanie.
But yeah, fucking wild. I was pumped to see Tomac come out and qualify number one.
Yes.
Was anybody else?
Fuck yeah.
Did anybody else's heart sink when he crashed in the main on the
Yeah.
first lap?
I think everybody's heart sank.
Dude, literally. Like, it was like, oh.
Old man.
But
old man.
it's been since 2022 since he qualified first.
That's crazy.
Oh shit.
Since he's been top qualifier. And then I don't even know how long it's been since he's been top qualifier at Anaheim 1. That was just in general. But I bet you Anaheim 1 has been longer than that because the last how many years he's been a sleeper at Anaheim 1. He usually either falls down or just rides around in 7th.
Yep.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Or 20th.
That's pretty good, though,
20th.
to fall and get back up to 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, he was
hauling.
it was his night to win. It was his night to win.
Jet Lawrence pulled out Tomac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just rode her on the back.
Jet looked scared of his bike. And it was funny when they were talking about the new bike and the suspension being like saying that the new bike's like twitchier and doesn't handle as good and whatever. And as they're talking about it, they go to Jet and he's hitting those braking bumps and the bars are twitching around and the
Yeah.
bike's hopping around and it's like, all right, definitely right there. But Shimoda didn't care.
Yeah, Shimoda, this guy right here.
No, you didn't pick him. You joked around about
Jokingly
it.
said it, but the only
ended
reason
up
I
winning.
didn't is because I think it was you that was. He was like, Shimoda, bro. He's done. And this guy knows a lot, so I was like, oh man, okay, all right. I'm not gonna go with the Asian sensation. So I guess we'll just.
So you didn't. So it doesn't even
No, I
matter.
did not. But at least I brought him up. Who'd you bring up, bro?
The other guy that went last to 5th.
Who's that?
Deegs. I was also pumped. Not that I'm not a Deegan fan. I respect Deegan for how good he is in that work ethic and like he puts in the time. He has the fucking what?
You know where I became a big fan, or not, this weekend where I like had more respect for him
When?
is when they pulled him off at the end of the race and did an interview.
He's like getting an interview for 5th.
Yeah, and he was just like, "You guys shouldn't be on me. You guys should be on the top 3." And I was like, "Damn, mad respect, bro." Mad
Yeah.
respect.
That's because he didn't want to interview right now.
Yeah,
But either
it's
way,
true.
either way, like you're celebrating, not even celebrate, but your main eyes are on the guy that took 5th, while the top 3 were Shimoda, Juju, and
Jordan, I think.
Jordan Smith.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was
The Triumph.
Yes.
But in all fairness, who are they going to follow? The person that brings the hype to their sport, right?
Yeah.
They're looking for the same thing anybody else is in anything, and it's drama, right? How do you get the people involved? You chase the drama. You make it. You find that tacky, sticky shit, and that's what you end up sticking to.
Yep. $20, please.
$20 per person. Well, you still owe me $100, so
Yeah, thanks.
we'll
20
make it
bucks.
80
I know,
now.
that's right. Damn
We'll make it 80 now.
I mean, Deegan, he's fucking fast.
Yeah, and you got to respect the talent, right? But it was pretty sweet to see Juju come out, be fast qualifier, freaking throw down. Like, that was pretty sweet, too. Nobody talked about him. He was a rookie last year. Nobody said anything. And he just comes down, lays it down, and he has, like, the most humble speeches every time, and interviews. Every time they interview him, he's just mellow, chill, and, like, back to work.
Yep.
I don't want to dismiss these guys, but there seem to be a lot of old heads up at the top. You know what I mean?
For the 450s?
Yeah, for the 450s.
Yeah, I think the average age was like 29.
Yeah, but who's young?
I'm sorry, quote
other
unquote,
than Jet?
quote unquote old heads. You know what I mean? Like Tomac, Barsha, and Roxy.
Yeah, but who else is there?
Well, I
Jet.
mean, yeah, Jet Hunter.
Hunter's still old,
Josh
too.
Greco. I mean, fucking legends are out there, dog.
Fucking Hill was back.
Brother Milko.
Yeah, Hill
Hill was
looked
fast.
good.
So I heard
That was a good one.
before A1 even, there was somewhere someone was talking about Justin Hill being really fast. They said he was going to all, like, so I guess a lot of them share training facility or supercross tracks, so they can ride different terrain, different tracks, not training on the same one. And he hopped around a little bit, and they said he was really fast on the practice track almost everywhere he went.
He looked like it. It came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and that Davies, the New Zealand kid, he was pretty good.
Yeah, and the first heat, dude.
Yeah,
got
but-
the whole shot.
and I think
led
he
3 corners.
maybe fell in the main, but overall he qualified like 6th
Yeah.
out of the C group of practice.
Who? Prado?
No, Davies, 100 on the lights bike.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a rookie. He came
Yeah.
out of Futures last year.
Yeah.
I think that was the original plan too this year.
Was
He looked-
Futures
yeah,
again.
Yeah, and then he just looked that good. I think in the off season, or like just
They just bumped him
go,
up.
just go out there.
How big of a bummer has it got to be, though, right? To get the whole shot and then to just like lose it. You know what I mean?
I don't know who you're pointing at, bud. I know you're pointing at somebody.
No, I'm just saying though. Imagine getting the whole shot and then losing it like 2 laps.
I feel like
Big
all
Daddy
3 of us
T
could have related
in the
to
chat,
that.
my natives.
And then you lose it like 2 laps later.
Or the barn turn, too. Which time?
Is that who you're picking on? Yeah. Oh. You're picking on the guy that hasn't said fucking 7 words since
Fuck
he
you,
sat
dude.
down.
Yeah.
You know, I let you guys do that whole Supercross thing, and I'm sitting here like, yeah. I didn't watch it. So,
I didn't either. But yeah, still look at the results. You in fantasy or no?
no.
Why?
If he didn't watch it, he for surely didn't play
Oh,
fantasy.
Oh, damn. I played fan. I didn't watch it. I looked at results, but
Hey.
I'm not a religious, like, follower of it. I mean, I'll watch it here and there, but, like,
So,
I'm not going to.
damn.
Do you follow F1?
No.
Do you follow any kind of racing?
Poser Cali.
Either do I. I'm like everyone always asks me if I follow like this racing or that.
NASCAR would
No.
be the most,
No, I
like,
don't follow any of it.
I kind of
Supercross.
know what's going on in there, but, like,
I
other
don't
than
even
that,
know what's going on in NASCAR. I had to ask Brad who won the championship. Hey,
I think
we got a poser in here. They said Big Daddy T.
Yeah.
that's
There's only one.
That's not the same day.
There's
not
only
Daddy T.
one Daddy T.
Hey, that's Tom.
That might be your Daddy T,
Big
but,
Daddy
we
T.
only got one Big Daddy
Our Big
T.
Daddy T. The natives, Big Daddy T.
Oh, gotcha.
All right.
Yeah.
We got the white people's Big Daddy T
Yeah,
over
we
here.
got the white people's Big Daddy T. You guys
He's
got the native
daddy.
Daddy T.
Daddy, I'm Papa.
Oh,
That's right.
Yeah,
Yes, that's right.
Big Papa.
Big Papa. What are you gonna see, Kyle?
This was the first time I ever watched some of like the Tulsa shootout, and that was pretty cool.
I didn't watch Tulsa Shootout. I know our
I
teacher
only
what is
watched like highlights of shit.
Yeah, and it's getting bigger, right? There's more names going. There's more people racing. Joe Gibbs NASCAR team sent their whole team. Christopher Bell is running. Ty Gibbs is running. I think I
Kyle
don't know.
Busch was running, I think,
Kyle-
one of Cruzman's cars, I think.
Yep, Kyle Busch is in. RTJ is in. Kyle Larson. I mean, it's all the big dogs this year, which is pretty sweet. They have obviously Chili Bowl this week, which is in the midget instead of the micros. Tulsa Shootout's cool too. I don't know why a lot of people like Tulsa Shootout over Chili Bowl, which to me, like the Chili Bowl's the 4-cylinders. Them things freaking rip wheelies and are nasty. But a lot of people seem to like the racing of the micros better. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, you must be
I
able
don't
to
know
race
enough
it
about
tighter, but
Yeah, and they're a smaller car. They're
Right.
about, I'd say, a little bit 2/3 the size of a midget.
yeah. Yeah.
Whoa, that's pretty small.
Little people.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They don't call you
Yeah,
Big
I was
Papa.
Uncle Chicken Man. No one calls him
They call you
Papa.
Chicken Man.
Oh, I knew it, man. The second I looked up, I was like, shit.
I was Uncle Chicken Man. No one calls him Papa.
Other natives refer to me as the
Is that
Chicken
your
Man.
sister?
Oh, no. They know me as the Chicken Man.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm asking who commented that.
I'm a entity.
I mean,
I think I know.
Oh, an entity.
he was an entity in the native world.
Yeah, one of them spirits, brother.
Whatever you say. All right, on to Sunday. On to Sunday.
Damn.
Oh,
Sunday.
I'm surprised Tito's even here.
Yes. That's why he's wearing the Notre Dame. He forget what
Last
happened.
team that can bring me happiness, man. That's it. It's the last team.
I mean, what was a bigger letdown? The first fumble or 2 interceptions or
Three.
three interceptions? Oh, I'm
Three.
sorry. 3 interceptions. It's
in
like
the
trying to
first
be
half, wasn't
it's
it?
like
No,
trying to be
two in
Brett
the
Favre
second, yeah.
and just not being any good at it.
I think it was the was it 3rd and 4, 2nd and or 4th and 2 or 3rd and 2, and they like threw a ball and had just a terrible play call. That was for
The
me.
guy stepped out of bounds when he caught it.
No,
No?
I don't blame him for that because he's the
He's a catcher.
he's the 4th wide receiver. He's wide receiver 4, so he's down, not even a starter. So you get somebody in there who doesn't have enough, I say, seat time.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not putting
Feet time.
You're not put in those situations a lot.
Right.
So he was close, but that's how vital it is that
Only
you need
works at
depth.
horseshoes and hand grenades.
So I don't blame him. It was the shitty call, I think, on 4th and 2 that kind of sealed the game. Where I'm like, man, that was just
Or the missed field goal.
the missed field goal. So I blame Casey Blazek for that. We were watching the game. We're watching the game, and I remember I'm like looking, and I'm like, man, I'm like, I hope he makes this. Casey goes, man, he's like Brandon McManus. He's automatic. And I looked at Casey. I was like, I swear to fucking God, bro.
Did you go
I
fuck
swear
that
to
guy?
God. And then he kicks it, misses it, and then dude, even his like girlfriend looked at him. I looked at him like, what the fuck, man? He's like, man, come on, not anymore. Fucking ruined it, bro. And
I
then,
can't believe it was not a blowout in the first half, though. To be honest.
Yeah, so that's the only redeeming quality for me is that their defense played so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what was disappointing then is the offensive game plan was just
Shit.
wasn't that. Yeah,
Their
it's like,
offense was not good either,
It's
but we
been-
just had a
yeah.
worse
yeah,
game.
dude. We
Yeah.
just and that's
It's been
and that's
3
the thing
weeks of a bad offense, though.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like somebody brought Jordan Love in and then recalibrated him, but they were off when they calibrated him to center, so he just can't find center again. It's just like
he didn't play well at all. And the problem of it is your team has to play what if they play bad, you still got to find a way to win.
that's what
And if you don't, you're just not a championship team.
Right.
And they're just not a championship team yet. So the only thing I will say, I know this isn't like a Packer show, is that there wasn't even we shouldn't even have expectations of them being in the Super Bowl last year or this year. Because Jordan Love's first year as a starter and his second year as a starter this year. Youngest team ever to make the playoffs, and then the second youngest team ever to make the playoffs, like in history, and we're back to back. So I think there's still plenty of time. Jordan Love made the playoffs twice in his first 2 years as a starter.
but he was better at the end of the year last year than he was this year.
Aaron Rodgers only made it once his first 2 years in the playoffs. They both have lost in the first round their second year. Aaron Rodgers' third year, they went on to win the Super Bowl. So that's all I'm going to say.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all I'm going to say.
Me and Jeffrey were
Okay.
at home watching the game,
All right.
and I was on Twitter, and I just saw him firing off. I was like, it's not a good day for our brother.
And the
You
thing
have
of it
Twitter?
too is it was just I do. And it was just a brutal game because you lose your top 2 linemen and then you lose your top 3 wide receivers.
We lost all those people.
In that
Dude,
game,
I didn't
Everybody.
actually watch the game.
yeah. So
I was gonna ask
We
Cory
lost.
if he watched it before we
Yep.
started this, but
I did watch it.
he's like, I'll watch that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Damn,
unfortunately,
bro doesn't watch Supercross, but watch the fucking Packer game.
yeah. Unfortunately, that's again a lot of factors, a lot of stuff into it. But you know what? It was a hell of an effort. Hopefully next year they're.
You should coach them.
No. Because here's the thing: is Jeffrey can say this, and I know he might just do this to fuck with me. But I watch, I know a lot, I can read a lot, but there are certain things then that I know that I'll go back on and be like, well, that's why I'm on the couch.
You can read.
You're not the keyboard warrior like everybody else. Like,
no,
That's what he does on Twitter.
Yeah, that's rewarding.
so that's what I'll do when people are like so wrong. When they're just like emotionally wrong. When they're like
emotionally wrong.
wrong. They're like, they need to fire Matt LaFleur.
like
I'm
they're saying right now, they need to fire him.
Yeah,
It's
I'm like, you are so fucking dumb, man. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, you act like there's like another answer or there's another coach out there that's going to get us to the Super Bowl that's just readily available. I'm like,
Yeah, that's just there, like sitting on a platter, like, hey boys, I'm here waiting.
Yeah, like it's on the shelf there. You're like, oh yeah, I can go win with this. And it's like, no, dude.
You're talking about emotional. I'm reading your very first tweet of the game about the saxophone player.
Oh, okay. I hate Philly though.
Hey, let's go.
I fucking hate Philly.
This is Tito's tweets.
This is the very first tweet. This is the national anthem tweet. He goes, the Philadelphia Eagles get a saxophone player for the national anthem. A trash city and fan base that craps on the national anthem isn't a surprise.
Before the game even started, talking shit.
Yeah.
Dude, they're like, oh, and the saxophone player. I was like, wah-da-da. I'm like, get him off. Get him out, man. I'm like, America deserves.
Get him out.
America deserves. Get him out. They deserve so much better. We as the Americans deserve so much better than a fucking chump ass saxophone
Did you mute
player.
it?
No, I was in the bar, man. I was like, get him out. Mute it.
What was tweet number 2?
Tweet number 2. Let's see.
Oh.
Do you know it?
I don't think it was bad, but I don't think it was like.
But it probably wasn't good.
Corey my brother sent me a text. He said, "Bring Crosby back."
The second tweet
after one missed field.
Thank you, for real. Thank you.
The second tweet was Eagles offensive line is top in the country for holding and getting away with it.
Which they did. They showed him too,
How
man.
many total tweets was it from start to finish?
I don't know. Helmet to helmet is now legal.
Clearly, he got the ball back.
Dude, wild,
1,
man.
2, 3, 4, 5. 6 if you count.
Well,
Three posts and
might as well
everything.
read them all.
Yeah, you
Might
might
as well
as
read them all. We can't leave everybody hanging.
All before the first quarter.
Go to replies.
We can't leave them all
You got
hanging.
replies in there
I
too?
think there's gonna be like 13.
Let's see the replies.
To which one?
All of them probably.
Just people after the game. I was pretty not sober, so it was like,
Pretty not sober.
Someone has a picture of Aaron Rodgers saying, "Come back, Aaron Rodgers." And Tito goes, "Another fair weather fan here with red flags written all over it."
as soon as it gets bad, everyone's like, oh, they start crying, man. I'm
Packers
like, get
Twitter is
out.
the softest fan base in the world. I am sending this from Stadium View in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
They are so soft.
He's letting people know where he's at.
Address, man. I put it on there too. So if we get a brick, Jeffrey, might be yours or Leon's
Yeah.
window.
Someone said, "I'm about done with LaFleur, honestly." He goes, "Go cheer for another team, fair weather pussy."
That's what somebody else said?
No, that's what
No, I
Tito
said to
said.
him.
Go cheer for another team, fair weather pussy.
Oh, my gosh.
So bunch
Brutal.
of softies out there.
Brutal.
That's your boy.
This is
Fucking-
Packer. This is Green Bay Packer living in Green Bay fans right
Yes.
here. 101.
Dude,
101.
Die hard over
Die
here.
hard.
die hard, man. Like
Hey,
said,
I
man.
can guarantee you there's some people that were much more angry than Tito was.
1,000%.
Probably,
1,000%.
I would say probably the GM.
Okay,
He's
okay.
probably pretty mad.
In the state
No,
of
he's probably
Wisconsin,
expecting it. He knows how good their team is.
here we go. In the state of Wisconsin, over under 250 domestic abuse cases. There.
During or
During
not
or
during
after
Packer
the game?
games?
After the Packer game.
After the Packer game.
Under.
I was one of them.
Over or were you abused by
Yes, you
Tito?
were. Yes, you were.
Abused by Tito?
Yeah, he fucking
And
yelled at me.
this is verbal or physical?
He yelled at me.
This is verbal or physical?
He yelled at me.
Verbal.
Verbal
Oh,
abuse cases.
Over
After
250.
a,
Over then.
after a
Tito's
game,
was
it's for
physical.
surely over 250.
Yeah.
Because they're probably like someone walks up like the Packers suck.
Oh, I thought you meant like our interaction. No.
Whatever
No, he didn't- he
stat
didn't.
you're trying to give me.
Oh, physical.
Oh.
Physical, probably still over 250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think some chicks got hit that night, man. You know what I mean?
Wait,
pretty
you
bad.
don't actually have a stat?
No.
I thought you had like a legit stat on this.
Oh, he's got one. Jeffrey's got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, dude,
one,
he
one case.
yelled at me.
For what?
No, he
'Cause I
walked,
was sad.
He walked into the apartment. I was like, please don't hit me.
Yeah.
Right when he walked in?
Yeah.
Did you want to hit him?
No, it was funny. Well, what's funny is that as I was leaving, he was like, both these fucking guys, man.
Were you at the apartment too?
Yeah,
we just got back from Snowcross.
He
And he was
in,
leaving.
and then he was like, oh, what'd you say again? Something about like,
Something about what time playing, or I forgot what we were talking about.
oh, he's like, what time you think the Packers gonna play next week? And I was like, ooh. I was like, what time the Bears playing today? And they're like, hey. He's like, oh, you'll be saying the same thing next weekend. I was like, we'll see. And then he's like, Jeffrey goes, you want some candy when you get home? You want some candy to feel better for when they lose? And I was like, no. And then after the fucking fumble and the
very first play of the
Eagles
game?
score, he texts me and goes, what candy you want? I was like, Snickers and
Frozen Reese's.
and Kit Kats, please.
Well,
So brutal.
that's your weekend recap.
That was my Sunday.
That was Wisconsin at its finest.
Awful birthday weekend.
Supercross.
Bad
and
way to end it.
frickin'
Oh,
Packers.
yeah, birthday.
And Tito turned 46 this week. Last week.
Yeah, well, according to
DJ.
Craig and
that was me.
Tyson Marquardt, I'm fucking 98 now.
Oh, I told the DJ I think that you were 43 at
she said
KGB's
it.
wedding.
And she said it too.
Yeah.
Happy 40th birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
I
was
know
great.
too. She's like, you don't look a day over 40. I'm like, bitch, I'm 34. Fucking
There's a reason
Day
for
over
that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Fucking
because I'm
fatty.
not, bitch. Oh, jeez.
Unreal.
Well, JD Media says Desert UTV Open Class looks insane for KOH.
Are you racing the desert portion?
I
of it?
am.
Yes.
I am. So that'll be fun. That'll be our first desert race.
Did
in
you
a long
get the
time.
new players? The same one that Hager runs?
I have the same one, yeah. From the same, it was actually one of their cars from 24 season. So that'll be fun. I'll have Jake Kosmecki riding with me during the desert race. And originally, our original plan was Jake was going to ride with me for Hammers, the rock race. And Jeb was going to ride with me for the desert race, being that he's a little bit newer, probably hasn't co-rode anything and or ran a GPS while racing. In the desert race, I mean, we're just doing it for fun, right? Yeah, we want to win, but our realistic goal is to go out there and for one finish and try to put it on the box, right? So that was our original plan, and then my dad wasn't planning on going at all, and then standard Johnny Greaves fashion, if anybody knows him. About 2 weeks ago, week and a half, 2 weeks ago, oh, hey, guys, I'm coming. I'm racing now. And I'm like, oh, shit, he's arriving. And nobody even corrected me.
Arriving.
You guys are slacking.
I was letting you tell your story. man.
Slacking.
Yep.
Slacking.
Letting you tell your
And
story.
a wrench got thrown through it all. So it's just going to work out better that Jeb runs the rock race with me, because then he can pre-run with me the whole time. And then Jake will run the rock race with my dad and can pre-run with him the whole time. And then both guys will know both courses.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. We leave next weekend to do that. And am I seeing a glitch? What is that? Yeah, you're seeing two of us. We're twinning right now, actually. What do they call it? AI?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's my AI.
Yeah.
We got AI in here now.
And that's hologram.
So that'll be cool. I'm excited for that. And then the rock race is pretty wild this year, which I'm sure many of you guys know that the KOH live show is tonight as well, where they release the course. They've given us a written description in an email of the course, but they have their live show tonight. So after the podcast, I'm going to pick up Jeb Boodle from the airport. And he's going to stay here with us for 2 weeks and get him and his dad have a car that we put a cage on and basically set up as a KOH pre-runner so that they can ride along and see if it's something they want to do next year. So he's going to work on that car, and then he's also just going to help my dad and all of us get cars ready to go for Hammers. So after this, we'll go get Jeb Boodle, and then we'll come back and hopefully watch the recorded version of the KOH live show so we can fast forward through all the shit that goes on and really just see the course. But what's cool this year and different that they've never done before, previously the first lap has been like right around 90 to 95 miles, and then the second lap has been right around like 60 miles. And this year they did it way different. So now they cut the desert lap down 20 miles, but you do the desert lap, then you do 20 miles of the rock lap, and then you do the desert lap again. And previously, we've never had to do a lap after the rocks. Well, what it made it turn into is a sprint through the rocks. Because realistically, we had the rocks, and if you made it out of the last rock section, you could limp it back. You had about 10 miles back to the finish. And I would say 80, maybe not 80, 65% of the cars that finished were broke of some sort, right? I finished without an axle. Cheney will tell you, I don't know how many years that they've had something that was like 5 miles away from failing or running out of gas or something that was already broke that they're barely holding on to. So it'll be interesting this year knowing that you have to prepare, you have to have a car good enough to race the next lap, the desert lap again after that. And then obviously anyone that pays attention to Hammers saw that Cheney almost won the 4400 race last year in a UTV. Well, there's one thing Dave Cole doesn't want, and that's a UTV win in the fucking desert race, or the 4400 race. So I know Cheney and them guys have been working really hard on building some pretty wild UTVs for the 4400 class, and they're making them guys do 3 laps. They've always done 3 laps, but it's 1 desert lap and then 2 shorter rock laps. Now so our desert race is 260 miles or 250 miles. Our rock race for UTVs is 160 miles. And then the rock race for 4400 is 250 miles. So they do the desert lap, the rock lap plus the desert, and then another rock lap plus the desert again. So the way I look at it, I could be wrong. They could tell me to go pound sand. I don't care. Is the UTVs really struggle in the desert part compared to the 4400s, right? We can go through the desert. Our cars work pretty dang good, but we average like 70, 80 miles an hour, right, on all the flats and stuff. Well, 4400's ultimately a 4-wheel drive trophy truck. They can do 115. So even when Cheney and those guys qualify good, they usually lose about anywhere from 8 to 10 spots on the desert lap just because they get outmotored. They flat out just get beat down. The track isn't rough enough to slow the big cars down enough, and it's high speed enough that there's like a 20 mile an hour, 25 mile an hour speed difference. Well, now they're doing that 3 times.
Yeah, that's
So they're supposed to run like 40s then, aren't they?
37s.
Oh, 37.
37s, and they have to have a minimum 2-inch, I think, chassis on the bottom part of the car or something like that. They're trying to keep UTVs out of it. Ultimately, that's what they're trying to do. They gave you a UTV class to race, whatever. But another cool thing is Cole Clark built a single-seat Pro R with a turbo. It's 470 horse.
holy fuck.
And he's going to run the UTV Open class, the 4900 class, with 35s on it. And then he's going to take the same car and run 4400 with it with 37s on it.
Holy fuck.
What about fueling between UTV and a 4400 in that race?
Well, being that there's never a lap over 85 miles, I don't think it'll matter.
Okay.
Other than maybe like a desert truck might be able to go, or a 4400 might be able to go 2 laps. There is a remote pit. It's 15 miles from main pit. So lap 1 of just the desert alone is 65 miles. So it's 15 miles, 50 miles in is remote pit 1. But I don't know. They haven't. So they gave us like a description of it all, right? They haven't actually showed us the course, which I'm sure that's what they're doing tonight. Last year they did it. They actually showed the course and kind of what trails we were going to use for the most part, so that we could all kind of take notes. And then when you go there and you get there before the course comes, you have something to pre-run. So it'll be interesting. I'm really excited. I think I'm as excited to run the 40 or to watch the 4400 class this year as much as I am to watch the UTV stuff. We made a lot of changes to my car and are excited about that. And I'm really excited about running the desert part too, just being that I haven't done it in so long, and it's kind of like a no expectations race, which always makes everything a little bit more fun. So
Imagine the whole factory players teams out there for that, huh?
Well, yeah, we're all pitted together, so.
Lame. So you got to see Brock.
Broccoli.
The whole time.
Broccoli is spanking them boys at Dakar.
I was just about to ask about that too. Once we kind of wrapped up the KOH thing, it was just a Dakar update, I guess.
So I think we got Brock's leading UTVs. And the last I saw, he had like an hour and 20-minute lead. And they're through stage 9, and there's 3 stages left. So I would guess he hasn't had any stage wins other than stage 2. He won stage 2 right out of the gate. And then he hasn't had any stage wins since then. But
he got close
He's
on a
been
few.
P2, P3.
Yeah,
he's been on the box every time, right? And that's how he's just killing them guys by managing. Second has changed 2 or 3 times, second place.
Gotcha.
So them guys are having bad days, and he's just doing his thing. He's doing the Brock Hager thing, and
Can you imagine
beating him up.
winning it by only winning one
Stage.
One stage? Yeah, only getting like one win or like a few, but then like you win the whole thing. Like, is it really like a
Why is he always picking on you?
I mean, hey, if the shoe fits, you know what I mean?
What, your ears turned off? You can hear him talking in your headset.
I mean,
Jarrett won championship without work.
he did.
Race.
Yeah.
He did. The only race he technically won that year was the
Championship?
the
the
bracket
Sprint
bracket
Cup.
race.
Oh,
When
no,
Andy go.
oh, yeah.
That was the
Antigo.
only race that he technically like won or race that he won, but he won that thing. It was pretty cool. It's fun to watch.
You guys want to know a funny story?
Yeah.
This year at Anago for the Leduc Cup race,
Kyle cheated.
no, but he got up front, right? And I was marking myself with him the whole time, and then he was just gone. And I was like, oh, like maybe I thought something happened. And then we came around the last lap, and when we were marking ourselves, I was like, oh, we're going to be pretty close. And it came onto the straightaway, and I thought Keegan was leading because Keegan was behind you for a while and you must have jokered before him.
Yeah, he did the last lap.
He did the last lap, so you jokered way before him. So he was jokering as I was coming through, and I'm like, oh, this is the battle for the lead, right? And I like get done, and I was like, yeah, sweet. And I'm like talking to Devin. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, didn't we do good? So, oh, KGB's been done. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I thought this was the battle for the win. He's like, oh, no, when you guys were coming on the oval, Kyle was finishing already. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, thanks for keeping me in the loop of where I stand right now.
Yeah. The one time you wanted updates from Devin.
Yeah, right? Well,
That race, they said lap 6, 7, or 8 you can do it on. Well, they started the lap counter like you did a lap. They didn't start you on lap 1. So you actually did the Joker on lap 5. And I was counting laps. I'm like,
I didn't do the Joker on lap 5.
well, I did. And so I was sitting there counting, and I'm like, I don't know. I think it's 6. And they're like, no, it says it's only 5. And all of a sudden, right at the finish line, they're like, Joker lane's open. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, why don't you guys, like,
Counting
give us an idea? 'Cause
Yeah.
I came into the corner. I'm like, so am I taking it or am I not taking it?
Well, you're the driver. You decide.
Well, I went through the finish line, and you're already trying to decide on what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
It'd be cool this year if they decide to do it again, and then if they reverse it. So we start in front of you guys, but as a lap down. Not a lap down, but as last place, right? Like the leader's chasing us. Like basically we would start in front of the loop, and you'd start behind the loop, and you take off, and you guys would get scored first, but we get to use the Joker. Wouldn't that be cool? It'd be like reverse.
I'd dig that. I'd dig that. I'd see if you're good enough for that.
well,
I think they should just put the Joker in, period. We did it at Chicagoland one year, I think it was.
Yeah,
and
that
it
was
was
so much
freaking
fun.
awesome.
That was so much fun.
It was so awesome.
So drunk.
Again?
Bro,
When is he not drunk?
brother, I go, I show up, and I'm like, fuck, woo! What do you want from me? Cory wouldn't. That's what me and Cory do. That's our tradition, man. We go to Lena Sports and Race, and we get hammered.
Lena's having their sportsman race.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Another opportunity.
Yep. So we're getting hammered.
Well,
Fuck,
all right,
two
all
get
right, here's the
hammered?
real question. Is it a sport? Is it more sportsman race, or is it just Lena's own race? Because
Lena's.
according to the rumor mill, there is no more sportsman anymore.
Well,
Damn.
Champ
Breaking news.
Off-Road
Dun-dun-dun,
owns
dun-dun-dun. Oh, I don't know if we can do that.
Well,
That's where
Well,
the money wins.
We
More
should
just went away.
Come up
and
with
it's
our own.
Champ Off-Road Sportsman.
Oh, that's gay.
I think that's how it went.
Yeah, I'm about to get banned. No,
That's so stupid.
that's so ludicrous.
Yeah.
Pretty soon the Sportsman won't even have a banquet anymore either.
Well, that's what I said. I said if Champ owns the Sportsman now, is there no banquet now? Because Moore's the one that got their own sponsors and their own funding to pay for the banquet and the ones that put it all on. So if Moore's gone and there's no board and there's no people, there's no banquet.
Yeah. Damn,
More
I
money
mean,
for snowcross.
must-
Who does get a banquet?
Damn, I guess it means.
Snowcross.
I guess it
They do
means
get a
that,
banquet.
that banquet at the end of the month, man. Last one.
And maybe.
Might
You
be.
think they'll know it? Think they'll announce it?
I don't know. I mean, I think you kind of just did.
Well, I mean, I was asking a
I
question.
know. That's why I went dun dun dun. No, we got to come up with a new one like dun dun. Oh wait, that's Netflix.
Okay, but we do have some breaking news. The UP Snow Scramble.
Yes.
UP Snow Scramble.
I did not. I was supposed to do it the last time, but I did not. It will not happen in 25, but it's on the schedule for 26.
For UTVs?
For UTVs, we did one video talking about it, and we couldn't get insurance in time. So the track has insurance, but the track doesn't have insurance for racers.
At Bark River?
At Bark River, they have a policy for their facility and spectators because Champ comes in with their own insurance for the racers. So we would had to get insurance for the racers, and there just wasn't enough time to get it all done. So unfortunately for this year, for 25 or this winter, we're not going to do it, but we are still pushing to get our ducks in a row to do it next year.
Damn.
Make it
Brian-
more fun.
Brian dropped the ball, huh?
Damn.
Well, it was pretty last minute when we
Damn,
decided to do it
Benny
anyways.
Hanna. Benny Hanna.
Yeah,
dropped
Benny
the ball.
Hanna. It's
Yeah.
Benny's fault.
Yeah, Benny.
Yeah.
They're too busy
Damn.
fishing.
Damn hidings.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, let's go on my quads on the frozen lake. See if this runs. Dumb.
The last time,
vote,
I
yes or
talked to
no?
Brian,
Yeah,
I heard
I
that
said
we were
no.
just going to have a private Brian hiding showdown at his house.
Okay,
down for
when?
Same weekend.
All right, he made up.
He made up.
Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, go to race driven to get your race vehicles.
Yeah. You know what? He's probably got some you can even rent
Ooh, there you go.
or borrow or buy. Some, he's got a little bit
Let's
of
get in on it.
Let's get in on it.
Wait, when is that again? Same weekend?
February 22nd.
Damn, I already planned to do something that weekend.
Damn.
I
do
did
you
too.
mean?
I'm
We were
going to
gonna race
the
you.
I'm going to the UP ski jumps that weekend.
Is that the same weekend?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be there too because
Okay.
last year I went there too.
All right. Well, I'm
Are
going.
you going with emotional
Don't worry
damage?
about it. Who's that?
Cabert?
No. Other emotional damage. JQ.
Oh, well then.
I thought you were talking about Matty V.
Oh.
There we go.
Damn. So that,
Hey,
I bet that apartment just smells like cum now. They're both single. Like, golly, you know what I mean? Just. Pounds, bro.
No.
You know what I mean?
Cabert said Matty V was down bad there for a little while.
Oh, I'm sure he was, man. He still is, I bet.
I think the two of them decide which week they're going to be like this week. Vehicle. This week it's Matt's turn to be single and sad, and then next week's fucking Cabert's time to be single and
Nah,
sad.
Cat was single or sad this week.
Yep.
He was?
We were playing. Yeah, we were playing Call of Duty.
Sure.
Damn, he was like, she broke my heart, bro. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what though? On Sunday he was texting her again, so. And he went
believe
to the
it.
bar and got her credit card.
Damn, that was on Monday when we were playing with him.
Yeah, dude. And he's like, can I play with you guys?
Yeah.
He's like,
Sorry, Cap.
I'm single. I'm single now. I can play. Because Jeffrey's like, he's like, nope, can't play, man. Singles only. He's like, oh, no, I'm single. And like, we haven't heard from you in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
What do you mean? And that's how we know. That's how we know he's like back together with her is when we don't hear from him anymore.
Yeah, it's
When he don't message us and be like, sup, COD or something? Yeah. and I haven't heard from him in 3 weeks, man. That's how he knew when we were talking about it. I was like, oh, weird.
just
Weird.
Just 2 weeks of roasting
Yeah.
Capert, like a solid minute of roasting Capert.
Yeah, he was like, I heard you guys were talking shit on the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I
he's
did.
like-
I told him flat out. I said we roasted the shit out of you.
We're doing it again.
I said emotional damage. That's Capert.
yeah,
Cabert and Matty V. We should make them some T-shirts, both. Each make them a T-shirt that says emotional damage
Oh, I
and
have
send
both
it
of
to
them
them.
side by side.
Yes.
Well, we
Well,
got
I need
with their faces on the front and the
Yes.
girls' faces on the back.
Damn. Well, we already got hugs for Cap.
We already
You know what
got
I mean?
hugs for Cap.
So we could always push that. But what do we got to do for Matty V? You
I
know,
mean, we
gotta
could
think
say
of something
we
for
could do
Matty V.
hugs for the apartment.
Oh yeah, just put out
Need-
their
need to get
address.
a-
Yeah,
a sign.
Address.
The room number, hugs for 101, or whatever the number is.
Need to get a sign that hangs outside their door. Emotional damage.
There we go.
Emotionally
There we go.
damaged.
Paint the door
Beware.
Damn.
Paint
Like
the
the-
door red.
We could get like the beware, like dog beware signs, and put the two girls' faces on it and say
Yeah.
emotional damage beware.
If you see these two, please help our boys out.
Please help
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
If you see Cap or Matty V, give them a hug for us.
Yep.
We know they're down bad,
Yep.
having a rough week.
Oh, update from Nikki Bing. Hey, watching the podcast. Just want to give you some insight. Moore is still around. Champ just took the class sponsors. However, Moore still does the sportsman rules and their contingency program.
Damn, but they just took the money. So that's what they're
Is that what that
saying.
means?
So what Champ's
so.
still? What do you say Champ's doing?
Champ just took the sponsors.
Well,
Yeah,
the
they said
class
that Champ
sponsor.
just took the class sponsors. However, Moore still does the sportsman rules
Why?
and their contingency program.
Well, so that sportsman can get paid $500 now.
Well, I'm sure that's what it was, right? Let's be real.
Money, money, money.
Moore was getting his own sponsors,
Yeah.
their own money,
Paying the drivers more than they pay you
racing
guys.
under the Champ banner, and Champ wasn't getting paid from it.
Because the drivers were.
Well,
Yeah.
as a series and a business, how do you think it's going to go about?
Got to pay your taxes, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, your dad taxes.
Yep.
Is that your food, your uncle
That's how it
taxes
is,
when
man.
you try?
Yeah, yeah. Anytime hey, you want to eat in this house.
Tito gets to try it first.
Food tax, yep.
Food
yep.
tax.
If you want to eat at our apartment, man, you got to give me a little nibble.
Give me a nibble,
Yeah,
he
got to give me a
says.
little nibble.
Little nibble.
That's all I
All
want.
right, well,
Just a little guy.
thanks, Nick Bing, for the update.
Thank you, Nicky B.
Nicky B's got a kickoff party coming. I don't know. I've never been to one. Almost went to one. But I hear it's always a good time. But, all right, what's new with you boys? What do we got going? We'll start with KGB. The race season, was it what you expected? Did you check off your boxes? Did you expect more? Was there, what was the overall outcome of the whole year as a Pro 2 rookie?
I mean, Jeffrey and I did a video in the beginning of the year, the first video of Rooster.
Right here.
And all my goals were podiums, finish races, and hope for a win. And I mean, we hit it to a T. So
Achieved it all.
I was pretty stoked on it. And then to have Rookie of the Year was pretty cool. I thought I would have got it my first year of Pro Light, but I think Holter got that one on me. But
Yeah.
I mean, do you blame him?
I mean, I hit the wall in turn one, so
Jesus.
Brutal.
He took your
yeah, I
fucking.
had to take it away from you.
It's like you ever watch 8 Mile?
Yeah,
The 8 Mile where he just says everything that the other guy was gonna make fun of him for, and then the guy's just sitting there like,
Damn.
That
both
was
of
Tito.
them.
That was
Both of
Tito.
them.
He was
Yes.
just like,
Last week he did it to you, too.
Oh, yeah, because it's boring. Yeah, that's right. Fucker.
You're too predictable.
You're predictable.
You're fucking predictable.
Fucking whatever.
What do you think? What would you have liked to see better, different, worse?
For what?
Your season last year.
I don't know. I mean, I
As a whole, like, was there one thing that you were like, man, I wish we would have caught on to this faster or sooner, or something that you maybe thought that you would have caught on to that you didn't, that took longer than you expected, in a sense?
I don't know. Being a Pro 2 driver, I guess.
Yeah.
Just having to drive like everybody else. I mean, Pro Light, you
What is
you
that?
really,
Not giving a fuck?
Yeah. I mean, fuck. Pro Light, I could go 3 weekends on a whole body. Pro 2, I was taking hoods off and fucking bedsides every weekend.
Why you drive like that?
Ask Ricky G how that went.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear him say it. Hey, look, there's a little hole. I'm going to go for it. You know what I mean?
Isn't that the goal in life? When the door cracks open to stick your foot in?
Yeah, so can you blame Ricky G? You know what I mean? There's a little hole.
Why are you pointing at me?
Because I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying, hey, man, we're on the same side here where we're like, hey. What does it smell?
Anyways.
Oh, I thought you were gonna keep going.
No,
Sorry.
no, waiting on you.
No, that's what I was gonna follow up with was obviously you've raced Pro Light, you've done a full season in Pro 2, and you've gotten a taste of the Pro 4. If money was not a worry right now, and you got to pick a class to jump into, what would you jump into and why?
I mean, I'm pretty sure, speaking for probably most people, everybody would go Pro 4.
Okay.
CJ knows. I mean, Pro 2, you have to have a really good setup. Pro 4 too. Pro 4, you just got to be like stupid, fast, calculated.
Yeah.
Like, you need to know how to drive it, but you also have to have the balls to throw it in.
Yeah.
And I tried it once in Johnny G's truck, and I almost fucking wadded it up. And I really think that it's just Johnny G's truck.
Maybe it's that thing.
But,
I'm sorry. Keep going.
yeah, I mean, everybody wants to go Pro 4. It's just the baddest class there is. It's the most fun. I mean, I drove it. I wasn't anything good at it, but I was having a fucking ball out there.
Yeah, they're just different.
Do you think that some driving styles suit a Pro 2 better than a Pro 4? So, like, for instance, somebody like, him obviously is very calculated, methodical with his setups, the late Kyle LeDuc, the way he throws it in. But then you also got guys in Pro 2 who are very ballerina-esque and who are very good on the throttle, like, Cory, Mickey, Keegan, Jarrett, guys like that are very, very in tune. And not saying that they can't race Pro 4, but do you think that there are guys maybe in Pro 4 that are maybe better suited for Pro 2 and vice versa with Pro 2 and Pro 4?
Yeah, I mean, I believe that. Going from Pro Light, you had to be basically wide open the whole time. You throw it in, you better stand on it, otherwise you're upside down. So going to Pro 2, you have to be more ballerina style. You just blow the tires off right away. So I mean, Pro 2 is fucking fun. I have a lot of fun in it. This year we just kept throwing kitchen sinks at it, seeing what stuck and what didn't. And by the end of the year,
None of them. Fucking glass against the wall.
Huh?
Throwing kitchen sinks? Probably ain't no gonna stick. Fucking glass.
You never know. One might put a hole in the wall.
That is
Through
true.
the drywall.
It's right through the drywall. That's a Kyle thing to do.
Yeah,
It is.
Kyle Monster, hole in the drywall.
First
man.
you put some monster in it, and then you throw it.
Yeah. All right. That's fair. That's fair.
But by the end of the year, that's when I finally picked up on suspension, springs, fucking tire grooving. And I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but motherfucker, Pro 2, it like you have to be like fucking minute changes, and it makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
And I know, people are obviously very confident in their skills, and I know that obviously you're a very good driver. But again, kind of given the situation where maybe money's not a big deal here, but would you, how would you plan it out? Would you want to stay in Pro 2 a little bit longer to hone in your skills, or do you think that you'd be ready to compete in Pro 4, or kind of how would you, I guess, go about that to be a contender against CJ in Pro 4? If like everything, if it was a perfect world, would you be in Pro 2 for like 2-3 years, then Pro 4, just jump into Pro 4 and figure it out?
No, I definitely think Pro 2 to be the guy to beat in the next class before you move up is the way to go, because you just you go from Pro Light to Pro 4 like Cole Mamer did.
Yeah.
It may work once in a while, but it doesn't get you in the long run. CJ went Super Buggy, Pro Light, Pro 2, won a championship and what? Everything but Pro Light?
Everything but Pro Light.
I mean,
That was him.
I didn't do that.
Right at Cory.
I'm pretty sure I came out of my left ear and I was like, but
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was the question I did want to ask you. I guess just kind of getting your mindset, on things, because like you said, you've gotten a taste of that Pro 4. It wasn't necessarily yours, but I guess when that time does arrive for you to get into a Pro 4, would you kind of go that route that is kind of typical as far as like buying a Pro 4, getting the feel of it, and then building your own? Or would you want to build your own from scrap and then kind of go from there?
I don't know. You'd have to buy one to understand it, but you have to do like what they did and build a couple different ones and know what they're going to do. I mean,
City Neck Media said, how are you going to top this last season? Is your plan consistency or to rack up top spots? Or have a mindset that the top spot gets you the championship the fastest?
I don't know. I mean, obviously consistency's the greatest thing.
It's the
but,
key.
I want to fucking win.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm sick of sitting second, third, not on the
What are you
podium.
looking at, Tito?
I'm listening. I'm listening to him. Fucking weirdo.
What do you think? What do you think it's gonna take? What do you think it's? Where do you think that other than just being a rookie, right? Lack of knowledge. What do you think where do you think you have the biggest room for improvement as far as going into the 25 season?
Well, I don't have room for budget because I got none of that. But that's the biggest thing. I'm so worried about fiberglass, fiberglass and fucking parts
Why?
because I
Cost
can't
money.
afford to bring it back.
Oh,
Go to plastic bedsides. We did at the end of the year.
Because Ricky G.
Plastic bedsides
Well,
save
Mickey
you money.
Thomas took one off.
Start sending invoices.
Yeah, that's what you should do. Just start sending invoices. So you don't feel like there was anything like by the end of the year that was like a major game changer to your speed?
Yeah, but by the end of the year, we made huge improvements.
Yeah, but there wasn't anything like in particular. It was more of a combined setup change, or was there like something throughout the year that was just like, holy shit, like that's what got me where I felt like I was the most comfortable and able to pick up speed, and that's where we're gonna continue to move.
I mean, the biggest thing at first was just to get the setup where I was comfortable.
Right.
And at Crandon, on the Friday race, when it was Ricky, me, and Ryan, Ricky started pulling away. I started falling back. Beach started getting on my side, and I felt my heart just fucking pumping. And finally, I was coming through turn one, and that's when you get like that little break of, all right, just relax. Take some deep breaths.
Wide open?
And right there, wide open.
Okay.
Tito can do that
In
no
first
problem.
gear.
Hey, I've done that before.
On a 50.
Moped.
Well, that's too fast.
Oh.
Like a TTR 50.
Anyway, Kyle, sorry that the co-host rudely interrupted you.
But just to get my calmness back. Like, I'm so nervous about everything now. Where in the pro light, I was in it for 5 years.
Right.
Or 4 years or whatever it was. So to get that mentality back was really tough. I was so worried about not pushing on people that, I'm the rookie in the class. I don't want to be bumping everybody's bumpers, but.
Right.
Does that kind of feel? So I know, when you go from like 8th grade or like 5th grade to 6th grade or like 8th grade to 9th grade, is that kind of like how it feels? Where again, in pro light, you're kind of the big dog, right? You're the tops. And then I'm actually.
I can't even take it serious.
It's actually
like middle school to high school.
Is this like an actual
Yes. Yes. An actual question is okay, right? So you're very confident in pro light, and then you go to like 9th grade. So when you go from
pro light to 9th grade, bro? Get on it.
So when you go from pro light to pro 2, does it have that like similar feeling where you're going from like the 8th grade being the top in middle school, and then kind of going back down to the bottom of the podium again?
Yeah.
Or totem pole, I guess.
It definitely has that feeling, where you feel like you're top of the world because you're
the big dog.
You're the big dog in the class, and then you go to the next one, and you're just the little guy at the bottom getting pushed around.
Okay. Because the comparison I would have made is like going from like you're a high school like starter, and then you go to college, and then you're reminded like, man, you kind of feels like you're starting over.
Yeah,
again.
I didn't go to college, so
but that's why I was trying to. That's why then I said elementary, and then the middle school, and then and then high school, and then I hear to my right. Like,
I didn't think you were being legit.
yes,
For real.
it's being
For real.
it's the only way Tito can compare it.
Yeah, it's the only thing he's got.
Trying to be super. You know what I'm saying?
Super what?
Stupid.
Just
That's him calling you out. Any big changes for this year?
No, I just pulled it out of the trailer first time.
What?
What? When?
What?
Last night.
Nice.
I pulled the engine tranny out, pushed it in the trailer, and then she was getting cold, so I brought her back in.
damn. So are you gonna get your motor right? You took the engine out, and are you gonna get it like?
Yeah, it's halfway done.
Okay.
It's gonna get it pet.
It's gonna get it petted, petted
Refreshed.
down. So yeah, I mean, I guess for their, I guess the comment that or question that I have then is, for this year, Mickey had won the championship, and he's gonna be
That was
back
last year.
this previous season. So Mickey's the defending champ. Coming into the season, then because Mickey is gonna be doing full season, right, in Pro 2 again.
No.
So he's going full to Pro 4. Pro 4. Okay.
Well, there's been rumors both ways.
I was
But
gonna say I think
they said that he's going to race Pro 2 full
Try to
year and
defend it.
part-time
The
Pro
latest
4.
the latest I heard this week was Jacob bought his truck.
That's been
Rosales.
That's been a rumor since Cranon, and last we've heard he's never bought it yet.
Who has his number? Somebody text him.
I'll text him.
Text him.
Ask him.
I'll text
Ask
There
him.
you go. Yeah.
We'll
All of a
try to
sudden
get
he's gonna
it.
be like, "Who is this?
You should message
Yeah.
old man.
Should I?
Yeah.
Old man Thomas? Be
See
like,
what he
hey,
says here.
I got a question live on the podcast right now.
So what?
Should we just cold call him?
What's your
Do we have the cord?
expectations?
Is it on there?
Yeah.
What's your expectations for this year?
Hold on, we'll
Different
do it
from last
later.
year?
All right.
I'd like to say that I don't want to be off the podium. Wins and podiums all year.
Yeah.
I think that's realistic.
I think that's realistic. Yeah.
So that was kind of the question I was gonna kind of go with was, last year, you proved me and Lyle wrong, as far as the Pro 2 predictions go. We thought it was going to be the Mickey and Ryan show, which I mean for the most part it was, but you weren't far off. You know what I mean? It was almost seamless to how you transitioned in and how your talent was up at the top. So for this year, that's why I was asking as far as like Mickey Thomas goes, as far as Ryan goes. Chances are those two are going to be back racing Pro 2 full time, but then you're also inserting your name into that wheelhouse of things. Do you think that there's going to be anyone else contending for a championship, like seriously contending for a championship? I'm hesitant to say Ricky just because of a lot of the problems and issues he had throughout the year. He's got the speed, but as far as seriously contending, do you think it's just going to be you three, or do you think it's going to be you and Mickey, or kind of what's your thought process on that? Do you even think you're going to be in that realm of it, or?
What are you trying to say, bro?
You had that uncertain look on your face where you're like thinking like, oh well, I think I'm just gonna go and just try to be consistent and give me some podium bullshit answer, or are you gonna give me a real answer and say, hey, it's gonna be us three battling for it?
Well, I mean, if Mickey comes back, yeah, I can see myself being in there with them. At the end of the year, I mean, my speed was there with them.
Yeah.
Now, Bark River, Mickey fucking blew our doors off. But I still think we're what are you guys doing over there?
I don't know, man. I saw his hand move back very fast, and
But at the end of the year, I definitely saw where our speed was comparable to them. Now, Ricky G, when he's on, just like anybody, he's fucking fast.
He's on.
yeah.
And at the end of the year, he was just
Right
about
there.
every race at Crandon. He won, second or third place, and then he was second, I think, in the Cup race for the longest time, and something happened. But yeah, I think that the four of us are championship contenders every time.
One of the, I guess, I don't know how many more questions you got. I mean, I'm just kind of firing this off at the top of my head. One of the last ones I have is,
And then we're gonna go to commercial break, and then we'll get.
We're gonna play a little game with Kyle though.
Okay.
And then we'll do a commercial break,
yeah,
and then
we'll
we'll
do-
come back with Cory.
Cory winner. Yep.
Yep.
And last question for you then is, oh shit, now I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, never mind. I remember.
First time ever.
I
You make
remember.
him speechless, KGB.
8th grade.
I remember. Yeah.
One time at bank camp.
So you brought up Ricky G winning, right? When Ricky G wins, everyone knows it.
Oh, fuck
So
yeah.
when
Oh,
you
I
when you
fucking
win,
love it.
a couple people know. That's about it. So
He rips on all of us. It's fine.
We're
Join
big,
the club.
We're big on celebrations. Do you have like a good celebration in mind for when you win multiple times next year? Do you have different like things that you're gonna do? Because I mean, he's got the fucking right. He's got the belt. Corey's got the little.
That's
right?
the Aaron Rodgers move.
It was.
Champ, bro.
Aaron Rodgers ain't good enough to do it anymore. So
I know. Corey's got the little right.
I haven't seen Aaron Rodgers do it in like 3 years. So
Hot minute. So what are you doing for a celebration then when you win? Because Ricky's got the fucking.
Yeah, dude. When I got him, I think my truck was still running. All I hear is him. I was like, holy shit, I think the fence is going to come down here shortly.
So what do
Boy
you
knows
do?
how to celebrate.
What's your celebration? Ah, bro, I swear.
What was that?
I swear,
This kid,
on my,
like,
I swear on my fucking life, bro.
I'm gonna slap you.
I'm gonna get an unopened can of Pepsi, I'm gonna chuck it at you if you fucking do one of these.
An unopened can?
Unopened can.
Oh wow, that's aggressive. All right, what's the game?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna play it.
Yep.
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 We're gonna
So
play the
what we're
game.
going to be doing is we're going to be doing picture association here. So what do you think of when you see these pictures? Just
All right,
kind of
hold
like
on. Wait. I gotta change my scene. Okay, there we go.
So people can see.
yep.
So people can see right now.
It's the first thing that comes to mind then. Right? So the first thing that comes to mind for you.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You let me know when.
Yeah. Next one. What comes to mind?
Great Wall of China.
Great Wall of China. Okay. Next one.
Let the fans know. Great Wall.
Okay.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, right? Platform 3/4.
Is that Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep. So, okay.
There's gonna be a funny one there.
Last one.
Last one.
What comes to mind?
You can't remember.
2020.
You know what? It doesn't even matter because he can't see it because Jeffrey don't know how to make the picture bigger.
The themes. Well, guess the theme of the pictures.
Everyone had a wall in it. And I didn't see any of these beforehand. This was
Oh, you got him.
I was seeing the same thing you were at the same time. Wow, what a guy.
I almost saw that wall again in last year in the cup race.
You did. So.
Well, damn.
Yeah, that was just the picture association.
Is there another one with Cory?
Yeah, there is for later on. Yep, for the second half. So we've got.
What's it gonna be like? The
'Kay.
State Farm guy with the fishing pole. So close.
So close.
I hope it's on there.
it's on
Did I just guess it? I think I did.
8 Mile be slapping you 3 times, brother. All right, we're taking a 10-minute commercial break, and we'll be back with Cory Winner and the rest of the gang still.
And then you want to introduce the 10-minute promo video, then Jeffrey?
Oh, I was just gonna play it.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just.
Yeah, Johnny Holter's documentary.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I haven't actually seen it.
Yep.
And then
This is episode 2.
Yeah, 10-minute teaser.
Yep.
10-minute teaser.
10-minute
We'll be
teaser.
back. The rest of the gang still.
And then you want to introduce the 10-minute promo video, then Jeffrey?
Oh, I was just gonna play it.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just.
Yeah, Johnny Holter.
Oh, okay. I haven't actually seen it.
Yep.
So we
This
sat
is,
around for 2
Yeah,
days,
10-minute teaser.
Yep.
nothing to
10-minute
do,
teaser.
10-minute
We'll be
teaser.
back.
and finally raced, and nothing went to
The rest of the
plan.
gang still.
Went farther
And then,
behind in
you
the
wanna
pro light
introduce
points.
the
Just
10-minute
kind of, all in all,
promo video, then
a
Jeffrey?
bummer weekend.
Nothing, no racing action yesterday, no practice qualifying on Friday.
Are we racing? Or we do race? We go out there. So we sat around for 2 days, nothing to do, and finally raced, and nothing went to plan.
The biggest
Went
field
farther behind in the pro light points.
2024. It's going to be
Just
some kind of
all
showdown.
in all,
Johnny
a
Holter off
bummer
to a
weekend.
strong start as well. Nothing, no racing action yesterday, no practice qualifying on Friday.
Are we racing? We do race. Go out there. So we sat around for 2 days,
Get on your feet. Here we go.
nothing to do,
Head into
and finally
Forest
raced,
County,
and
Potawatomi, turn number
farther
one.
behind in the pro light points.
2024. It's going to be
Just
some
kind
kind of
of
showdown as they enter.
Ryan Mead looks to be out front early. He will get the Yokohama hole shot here in Pro 2, and Thomas slides in front of Kincaid as they go down the front straightaway.
Sunday morning came around, the sun came out, training was on off, track was
Fourth and Holter into the top 5.
Yeah, Johnny Holter now really putting the pressure on Ricky Gutierrez. He goes to the inside. Looks like Johnny Holter got around Ricky G as well. Now Ricky G goes back to the inside. They got a great battle going on. Boy, Ricky G stepped on a line right away, got around John Holter. You seen that?
really tough to get traction down there on the bottom.
Yeah, it might be one of the best battles on the track right now. They are fighting tooth and nail.
Holger now trying the crossover. He'll go to the inside at Calamity Corner. Once again, looks like Gutierrez just a little bit better run, but you see Holger really working hard. He might be starting to pull away now from Johnny Holger. Oh, a little bobble there by Gutierrez, and Holger looks like he might have spun around in the gravel pit.
Yeah, Holger goes around.
It's going to cost him about 4 positions on the racetrack.
Pro 2, we were doing good. Me and Ricky were knocking each other's doors off. And then halfway came around and I spun out from the carburetor, the bobble in it, and kept going, and then the truck overheated. Pro 4. That beat the heck out of me. I'm sitting here with a truck that I've never drove. You know, I drove it off the trailer, but I've never raced it, driven it, nothing.
We're about to take the green flag in Pro 4. Here they go, Pro 4 underway, heading into Forest County, Potawatomi, turn number 1. Who can get their truck to turn 1 first? Here we go.
I think the only way I was making the highlight reel is when I spun out in the Argonne corner and got stuck. That was about the coolest thing I did with that truck. So. That truck has a lot of power, but it was not all there on the handling and drivability aspect. The Argonne corner and got stuck. That was about the coolest thing I did with that truck. So.
Well, man, who you got in Pro Line this afternoon? It's going to be who can get through turn 1 clean and who can beat everyone there. I think you got to get that fresh air, get out front. They put some water down. You know it's going to be a little bit of an ice rink in the first half.
Trying to see who can slow down Trey Gibbs and Johnny Holger, and I'm looking for a bounce back out of Matt Wood. He's had a rough start to his season, but he always seems to do well here at Grandin.
Well, there we go. Pro Lights underway. Round 5 on your inside. See all these trucks just dancing back and forth.
Who is going to have the Yokohama hole shot? How about Tyler Remreed first into turn 1? Running up on the high side. He left the door open for Gibbs, but Remreed able to hold on, and he is your leader in Pro 1. Suspects right behind him is Gibbs, Holger, and Michael Funk in the 4th spot.
Johnny Holger and Gibbs really having a good battle early. Here comes Holger to the inside. A bit of a mistake going out of the Argonne loop.
Yeah, he's going to try to fall back in line, and look at that. Holger stacked into the back of him. Holger will hold on to that 3rd spot. Now here comes Carson Parrish alongside Michael Funk. Tons of contact that time with Parrish, and now Holger back into the party.
Yeah, we got a 3-way battle here.
Yeah, that steam's getting worse, pouring out the top of Johnny Holger's truck. There's Parrish in the 2nd spot, flat landing off the Polaris jump. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going away big time.
went over the Polaris jump, and I heard like almost like a gunshot. Boom! And then there's just smoke all the way around me.
Uh-oh. Oh, we got some fire underneath that truck.
Trouble for the 44 Holcher. He's gonna have to pull off the track here.
The truck is basically like dragging on the ground. And like just about comes to a stop when I get off the track. So that was a bummer. But the heat exchanger exploded, like literally blew up. And then that caused to ruin the motor because it was running without coolant. So that was an expensive day. And then the cup race, in the Pro 2, we decided to run. Something stupid happened. I don't remember if the hood flew up in my face or... I remember that was uneventful. I do remember that. We packed up, rolled out, took the next day off to just kind of think, you know, like, what do we need to do here? In the Pro 2, we decided to run. Something stupid happened. I don't remember if the hood flew up in my face or... My team was starting to really figure out what they truly signed up for.
What do you think about ERX?
Took the next day off to just... I think ERX is the coolest track on the circuit. What do we need to do here? New motor in the Pro Light. There's a little bit of drama in the team, so there's some old people out, some new people in. ERX in the past, you know, that's where I shined. You know, I picked up some wins there, some podiums. You know, I've always had good to decent results at ERX. So I was like, all right, here's our turning point. You know, this is where things are going to start to get good again. There's a little bit of drama in the team, so there's some old people. And then they didn't. People in ERX in the past, you know, that's where I shined. You know, I picked up some wins there, some podiums. You know, I've always had good to decent results at ERX. So I was like, all right, here's our turning point.
This thing ain't even moving at all.
Yeah, mid or hot.
Yeah, that truck and him are dialed together when he can stay out there the whole.
Start it back out with Cory Winter. Let's start the game right out of the gate.
All right.
Hold up. Let me...
What's Kyle's take on SCK?
SC... Short course cart?
K.
Is that what it is?
I'm going to take a wild guess.
Oh, yeah.
Short course
I would
cart?
say short.
Okay.
What's your take on short course cart? With Cory Winter, let's start the game.
They ain't going nowhere.
All right. Hold on.
All right, you ready, Cory?
My dad's building, I think 4 new mods right now. Already sold.
Okay, here we go.
All right, remember. So first thing that comes to mind when you see the picture.
What it is?
I'm going to take a wild guess.
Oh, yeah.
What's your take?
I'm going to say bad luck.
Okay.
They ain't going nowhere.
I'm going to say broken.
That's the one. That's the one right
What
there.
comes to mind?
See, I was thinking, you know, like when you get the bad end of the stick when you
Yeah,
break
like
it.
the chicken bone thing.
That one's just straight to the point.
Yeah.
As
So-
soon as I
No.
saw it, I was like, broken back.
I thought the same thing.
What do you think of when you see this?
Gee, I don't know. Back pain.
And last one?
You need to get the bad end of the stick. It's like a Vietnam
That's not
flashback.
it. It's in between there.
Yeah, it's right after that.
It's
Like
the
your
initial.
life, you're premature.
It's the initial launch point.
Yeah, but
You know
that
what
was
I
the
mean?
last thing Cory saw.
It is. You're probably right. No, he probably saw the landing.
No, he did not. He
No,
said he blacked out.
she was fucking up.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Last thing
it
I
was
saw
fucking
was the
both
sky.
air. Well,
Yeah.
there's your game on what did Tito see?
Yep.
What
That's
did
the,
Cory feel?
Yep. That's the.
What are you
that's
gonna
the
name that
fiction
game?
I don't know. What comes to mind? I don't know. Figure just do a little.
Having a beer, putting my kids together. Okay, so that's what he was asking is about short course skirts. What's your guys' take on Sportsman Turbo UTV or Pro-Am Turbo UTV?
Get him out.
Getting skin in the game or what?
All right, hang on. Let's rephrase. If there's 3 classes you had to get rid of, what would they be?
Come on, Cory. Been pretty silent.
God, what is there now? What turbo or there's Pro-Am Turbo?
Sportsman.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be
Sportsman side by
UTV.
side.
Out of all the classes,
Okay, we're
a
all
whole
thinking.
race day.
We're all thinking it.
Out of all 17.
What do you mean we're all thinking
Out
it?
of all 18.
Do we
Out of
need
all
like
40 of 'em.
6 UTV classes?
You can pick whatever you want.
Get it out.
We said,
Yep.
what was our thoughts? We said
short course.
We said
kart.
2 youth. We did I think we did 3 youth classes and 3.
Super truck or something like that.
Stock truck.
Stock truck.
We did
Super stock
stock.
truck.
We did stock truck.
200 or the.
We
other
did 2
one?
of each. I think we did 2. We did stock truck and pro light, and we did 200 and something else. Mod card.
Is 200
think
still
mod
a
card.
class next
What-
year?
Yeah, they brought it. They said it is.
So they're keeping that and bringing another class in.
They're keeping everything
And bringing in a class.
and bringing in a class.
I'd say one of the buggies, like light, not 1600. I think like one of those 2
Yeah,
classes.
but light buggy's like 25 cars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
car count.
yeah.
Damn.
But stock,
Big
stock
money.
trucks.
No, super stock is good.
Big money in buggies.
Stock truck
Stock
has
truck's
a
like six.
decent amount.
Yeah, stock truck still has some. I mean, there's still 15 to 20.
The way we looked at it was, no, there wasn't 15 stock trucks.
Super stock.
Super stock.
Super stock there is.
Oh, there wasn't that many this year?
No.
No, stock truck there was like 9,
I
10.
thought there was like 10 or 12.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was,
most
it
of,
was.
most
it
of
was
the time it was.
Unfortunately, it was a lower truck count. I
It
feel
was
like
more
this
than
year.
2 years ago. 2 years ago they had 3.
Yeah. At times it was like really good, but other times it was low. Unfortunately.
I guess our outtake on it was, what are classes where the driver has another place to go, right? So we said there are people that have taken stock trucks and converted them to super stocks. You do engine, they can add shocks to them, add travel to them, whatever. Made super stocks out of them. And then we said like one of the cart, whether it's youth cart or 200s, one of the two. Because they're really basically the same speed kind of deal. One's in a truck. They're both 2-wheel drive. They're both the same age, kind of whatever. They can pick one, and then I think out of there was Mod Cart, and then there's Youth 1000 now, right? That they had last year. I think we said get rid of that one too because we said one of those, anyways.
Yeah.
We picked 2 of each.
I think-
And if you're in pro light, you can take a step backwards.
Well,
yeah,
I
but
think the
some of
1,000
them
we
guys might
said
be
to- I think we said the U1000 to keep because there are some older kids
yeah,
in it. That
because
can, that
and
can
we said
still race it.
570 is going to go away. 570 is going to extinct itself in the
Well,
next 2 years.
Because the Youth 1000 is, I think.
Well, and they discontinued 570s, so they haven't been available for 2 years already. So now,
And the 170s, right?
yeah, but they
now
make the
it's just
200s. But so we said 570s already going to go, and they can move up to Youth 1000 and have a place to race, and then you get rid of either stock carts or 170 200 because they can basically race the same. It's 2 of the same, and then we said stock truck and pro light.
So what I like about the carts over the 570 or 170 is like it gives you the basic knowledge. You know, you can do springs, you can do valving, you can mess with shocks,
Right.
and you can do clutching, and that's from that point on is kind of your basic knowledge into the next classes wherever you go.
Right.
Where 170s
Pretty stock.
or 200s, yeah, you don't do anything other than
Yeah.
drive around.
Yeah, and I think our biggest way going back and forth was what in the long term is going to be around and is going to have like a vehicle. I guess we looked at it as like a 200. If you didn't want to race it anymore, someone would buy it. You could put a second seat back in it and somebody can go sell it, right? Where that's the only downfall to the short course karts is there's one supplier and there's only one place to race them. So once you have them, unless there's like people getting in, it's hard to do anything with them. And if something, not saying Liebert or anyone would ever go away, right? We know that they have plenty of backing. But if something happened, your dad got sick and was like, can't do it no more, and then parts didn't become available, where at 200, you can go to any dealership and buy parts.
Right.
That was like, we were both doing the same thing, going back and forth, like, 200, or the karts are more fun to watch. They handle better. They jump better. They're a truck. They're cooler. But the downfall to it is they're super niche, right? They're like a niche industry. But how come no recap of Tito's bus race? It never happened, did it?
It did not happen because we had found out about London, and it kind of changed the game on things, on what our priority then became. So once we found out about London, then we had to keep that quiet.
Yeah.
So, and then that was just kind of like the last thing we even need to worry about is trying to do
bus
race. Yeah, is doing a bus race. So we had still a lot on our plates, a lot to look forward to. By the time we found out about London, still had multiple races in front of us, and unfortunately that race happens right after. You know, we had a bus lined up, still have it. Mm-hmm. The biggest thing would just then be trying to pull the trigger on it. I mean, unfortunately, we do have a lot of things going on. Still would love to do it, but like a lot of things when we go out to Hammers or Baja or whatever, it's got to make sense. So much as we want to go and play, we do have other things that we want to do. So.
Are you guys going to Hammers this year?
No, unfortunately, no. We're not. Again, it's kind of one of those where West Coast wise, if it makes sense for all of us to go, we'll go. So we got super lucky last year with being able to kind of have everything, work out.
Lined up.
Lined up, and we could go.
Ben going?
Nope. Ben's not going this year. What's your take if you had to pick one out of the two Pro Light, Pro Spec? What do you think the long-term class is going to be? I know you're probably going to favor Pro Light, being that's where you came from, but
I think Pro Spec's long-term.
I'm going to say the long-term picture. What do you think? I mean, you've raced a Pro Light. You know how hard how they ride, how hard it is to keep them all cool. Like, what do you think the long-term on the two classes, and why? I'd like to hear why.
Well, obviously, I wouldn't want to see Pro Light go, but it is on its out. Pro Spec. I don't know. I mean, I don't think anybody's blown up an engine in that class.
They seem pretty reliable. Is one of the big things.
Other than transmissions, but everybody seems to be getting through with them now.
Yeah.
Right.
So now it's definitely seeming like a good class to go to.
And they look like they ride well. Yeah. Being that they're so much slower.
The suspension
and they're lighter. They got to be lighter, right? Do you
3,000 pounds?
Yeah.
Instead of 34.
Because they could be an inch and a half too.
It's only 400-pound difference.
Yeah.
Which maybe is a big. I don't see it being huge, but maybe it's a big thing. But you don't see them overheating or anything like that, and massive coolers in them, and
half the radiator, a quarter of the oil cooler. They don't have any issues.
I believe
they just sound stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Are they allowed a crossover exhaust?
Yeah,
they are,
but they're all manifold.
Oh, okay. So is that why that's why they sound like that?
Yeah, that's why they sound stupid.
It's funny. I had Gray Ledbetter on for PRI.
Yeah.
And we had I think it was Gray, Hunter Van Zyl, and Chris Van den Elzen. And I was like, oh, it was funny because they were all at one point, Pro Spec drivers.
Yeah.
And I asked Gray, I was like, oh, do you miss it? Do you wish you could get back into it? She's like, yeah, I wish I could get back into Pro Light or into Pro Spec. And she goes, I never realized how bad it sounded outside the truck. She's like, so I'm sorry. So she kind of got a little bit of a taste of being outside the Pro Spec. Because obviously when you're in it, you got your earplugs in and stuff like that. It don't sound too bad. But, to us that are next to it. Yeah.
Like Dylan Parsons has a reputation for not lifting anywhere on the
In
track.
the air and everything. That's pretty good. That was pretty
Should
good.
have asked me that. Yeah. Yeah,
Dude.
back when you did that imitation video, that was way better than the first time.
A lot of views, man. That got a lot of views. You guys just
Making stupid sounds.
because I think I had you guys do it, and then I recorded the start of a pro spec race, and then I just put all of your guys' imitations into one. All right,
Mr.
good.
Cory Frankie winner. Moving on to you. What did you think of your first part-time year?
Yeah, first part-time year.
part-time.
Good, successful year. Yeah, part-time year.
and then just
What's
fold-
the outcome of it
Actually,
all? Like,
I want to know why.
Did you like it more? Did you love it, hate it? Do you wish
Yes.
you got the race?
Why and all
Were
that.
your results what you expected them to be? Did you feel like you lacked results or
And why?
or like being that you weren't there? Did it affect being that you're not at all the races in the seat time? Did it affect your season, or what's the grand outcome of the year?
And why?
And why?
Yeah, someone wants to know and why.
No
Yeah.
shit, really.
And I think Jeffrey wants to know why.
No, the
Yeah.
people want to know why.
Mostly
And
Jeffrey. No.
Right? Chat?
What?
That's a chat, right? We want to know why, Cory.
Sure. Yeah. No, I mean, I'll tell you one thing that was different, that was enjoyable, was
The summer.
way less stress. Because I would say halfway through a regular year, I'd say probably the time right when ERX ended, you're like, okay, like if you're in the hunt, you're stressing and you got to play the rest of the races smart. And I don't want to say that top of the box mentality goes out the window, but it's definitely different. I don't have to tell you that, but yeah, no, it was just more enjoyable. I think the results, I wouldn't say more enjoyable, but I think you know what I mean.
Yeah. Summer.
Free time.
Free time.
Which really, I
there's
mean,
winter and then there's racing.
there wasn't as much free time as you'd think.
Oh yeah, there was way more than what we had.
Okay. Yeah.
Damn.
Sorry, Tino. No, but results-wise, because we missed that first Crandon, so that was axed. So
Was
out
that
of
planned?
the rain.
Oh. For some reason,
He's like, I don't know, man.
I didn't remember if you were there.
I
I
don't
was just
think we
happy to
raced
be
it
there.
all that weekend, right?
Yeah,
Did
we
race?
raced
Oh, we
Sunday.
raced the Sunday. Yeah. Sorry, my
That's
bad.
why I was saying, like, were you not there?
We did race Sunday. Yeah. Why did I think we didn't race at all?
I don't know.
Whatever.
You judged
Yeah.
me, and I was sitting here like,
I mean, more seat time's better, right? Do I think it put a huge damper on my year? I don't think so. I would say I wanted to be on the box at least a couple more times, maybe, but a win and 2 podiums out of whatever 7 races we did or whatever I did.
you did 4 weekends.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah. Not terrible, but yeah. But I mean that competition level, I think Mickey stepped it up this year. Obviously Ryan with his new truck, he found something. Ricky was fast in his new truck, so you obviously got on quick and were really fast. So yeah, I mean everybody stepped up their game this year for sure. But for even me just to come back with kind of the same old deal I had going on and just try to change little things here and there every weekend and still be able to compete where we did, I think was pretty all right. So
All right. What, you got anything new coming? You could say no.
Yeah.
You can say no.
I don't need to say no. I mean,
I
it's
know.
not
Right,
a big
let's
deal.
get
some
it
people,
then. Come on.
Some people like to keep
and Jeff
keep
wants to know
big
why.
secrets.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah. Some people like
Why?
to keep. I mean, you don't have to go into the deets. You could just
No.
slide out a little bit.
We want it all.
Yeah, he doesn't want the tip.
And why?
And why?
Oh my God.
I'm curious.
I'm telling you, you don't have to, and I'm the host, so you can tell Jeffrey to go fuck himself.
Tito.
Tito B. Why, Cory?
Why, Cory?
I've been waiting for that list to just go, why?
Yeah. No, I picked up Ryan Beats roller Well, it was his truck from last year, but we bought it as a roller.
It's 24 season truck.
Yeah. So this current last year, whatever season, we picked that thing up, and I'm just putting it together with all my components and new stuff and something different. Taking a look at what I had, rework it needed, and kind of the deal we worked out. It was maybe going to be about the same type of deal, but just looking at it, it's a truck that's built so much lower somehow, especially like the whole cab area, and
Almost like you have to put cutouts in the hood.
It's like a Pro Light door. Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm gonna actually mount it with my tires up, so
through the hood.
So they ain't gonna go 4 inches through my hood. So, no, that's kind of what we have going on, and just been plugging away at putting that thing
Are you
together.
gonna run Bilsteins too?
I got Foxes.
And you had, obviously, you had to have new ones made.
Yep.
For the most part.
Got those ordered in October, so
how about the
I picked that
radiators?
thing up.
And
yeah, those are coming.
You got but like direct replacement radiators, or like you ordered all the same stuff he's got, or you're relocating some stuff, or
CBR.
Most of the what?
CBR.
Well, I'm ordering basically everything's the same except for one of the pieces. Kind of trying to get a little bit of different cooling going on because
so you're not gonna run the radiator in the door.
It's partial.
All right.
Experimental.
But CBR takes 17 months to get it to you.
What was your thought process on why? on why buying a new truck if you're only running a part-time season?
Because if I show up, I want to make sure I can
be competitive,
be even more competitive than I am already.
Is there ever a plan, budget applying, to go back full season, or is it just? It's
I don't
more
know
of an
because as of
enjoyment
right
thing.
now, I have zero program put together, so I don't even know.
Well, if you weren't in Mexico for a week, and you've been working on that
You probably leave for Jamaica next week.
Monday. I leave for a week. Wait. This guy goes the Monday after I leave to go to Jamaica.
Hey,
so,
I'm racing full time.
I was gonna say
exactly.
yeah, but he's racing full time.
What does that have to do with me going to Jamaica in January?
You got to be getting a program together, brother.
Yeah, I mean, you see Kyle Klein, he's all over the place.
I was just gonna say that might be the move.
Yeah.
Part time or no time?
Yeah, no time. Kyle
he went
seems so much
part-time.
happier.
Taylor Swift concerts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Football games.
Yep.
I don't know if you ask him if he'll say the same thing.
I don't know. Part of me says yes, I want to, and the other part of me is like, every year it's the same thing, and it's not. I mean,
it's not
the
getting
schedule
better.
and stuff. It's not getting better, but also like just searching for things like, right after the race season, and it's like never gets any easier, and it's just hasn't been super great the last few years, and it's just. And now we're just, yeah. I
100%
think
feel you.
everybody's in the same boat. So
Yeah. Hopefully the economy helps. Say the economy makes a little bit of a turnaround here shortly. In the year or so, we can get things booming again. I think that would help.
I was hoping that fire
sponsors.
got closer to Glen Helen, though.
That's a ways from LA.
Yeah, jeez.
What are you guys' thoughts on the races out west?
The race?
Oh, race.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, there's two.
My
'cause
bad.
There's two.
There's
Home
the
race
mint.
for you.
There's the
Oh,
mint
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Home
That
race.
nobody knows any info on.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, didn't there was a questionnaire thing that
Yeah, but I don't think
VDE did.
He gave you much.
no, because I asked people that watched it them questions after, and every single one I asked, they said, yeah, they didn't say anything about that. No, they didn't answer that one.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so what was the deal about? Like,
Ooh, maybe that's what we do.
maybe
I'm like,
Rooster
so-
needs to get a hold of them.
Yes.
I put a story like I think it was 2 weeks ago. And I'm
Yeah.
like, does anybody have like anything?
I was
and
gonna
somebody
text him.
messaged me and they said call Martelli, and I said we're 2 weeks or 2 months from the event, and there's zilch out about our race. I shouldn't have to
Right.
Yeah.
be the one to do that.
Right.
Yeah, like
Well,
where are you gonna go if a bunch of short course people show up, plus the desert racing? So where do you park? Like
Yeah.
Do you get to set anything up?
You
or
know,
do you
Tech's
just,
downtown.
Yeah.
For short course.
But like, where do we go? Like,
Where do you park your semi?
You're right.
We don't show up with flatbeds.
Right.
Yep.
Is it a 1-day race? Is it 2 days? If it's 2 days, you're for surely not showing up with a flatbed, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of.
And the Glen Helen one is just bad. I think we talked about this. I think it's just a bad. It's thrown in at a bad time in the schedule.
Bad time.
It should not be the last race.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
They're
should
just
have been.
asking for something
Yeah, it should have been the first race.
first or like right up there.
Yeah.
Get them out of the way.
If you
I
want
think it just
people
needs to be a money race.
I
where
say-
are they going to get money?
I don't know if anybody's going to still go.
I mean, is anyone going to go now?
No, but like if they make it a money race, they have to do like what you suggest and pay back to make it work. Not just give the winner 10 grand and second place 3 and nobody
Right.
else gets anything.
Right.
It's like then you're just one guy out of 15 trying to win 10
You
grand.
know, or you make it the top 3 get paid, but there's no entry fee.
Something.
Yeah.
No
So
entry
then-
fee and travel money or something.
Right.
Get you out there.
Right. I mean, and Tito did a good job at kind of hustling Carl around a little bit. And I think some things he answered and some things he didn't. He left pretty vague. But overall, it didn't really seem like there was like a big grand plan on paper, right? It was like when you asked how are you going to get people there? Well, we're working on it.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
That's his go-to.
Well, I know, but like, we're gonna try to get budget travel money. None of this is making it sound any better. Like, I don't know. It's just to me, I'll sit home. I can lead the points and go there and fucking still not go. I'm over it. I mean, the money it costs to go, it's gonna be 10 grand minimum.
What about all the things about the guys? I don't know how many people out here don't have a DEF tank in their semi-tractor, but
Well,
that's another big
majority of
issue.
them.
Yeah, that's
none
another
of our
big
shit
problem.
has DEF.
You can't enter and drive a certain amount of miles.
Did they know that?
Probably not.
I
That's
don't think their
California,
shit
buddy.
has def.
Yeah, their shit probably doesn't have DEF. I mean, I thought
You have to look deeper into that, but that's an issue somebody was like
brought up
a couple times, and I'm like, that's something that probably got overlooked.
I have no idea. Maybe there's someone from California on here that or can search it up and give us the answer.
Well, the good old.
I thought there was
Definitely more details into
I
that.
thought there was
but
just a mile range, right? Like you could only go so many
might be.
miles,
I don't know what that is.
or like a
but
week, or so many days,
Yeah,
or some
so many
shit.
days or something.
Who knows?
But yeah, that's a really good point.
Damn.
And
you just keep adding to the list.
And
here.
honestly, let's be real. Everyone saw that, or anybody that is in the chat or watching, got paid. If you raced, you got paid something for a championship bonus. Ain't nobody jumping up and down. Ain't nobody that didn't want to take that piece of paper and fucking crinkle it up and throw it in the garbage.
Damn.
So to
Really?
put it, yeah,
that bad.
that bad.
Oh yeah, yeah. He.
What piece of paper
So
are we
you
talking
sent me
about?
was it a
The
snap?
championship bonus.
Right? Was it
Oh.
a Snapchat?
Yeah, it was
Did
on
you send it to
Snapchat.
me? Yeah, I looked and I was like,
No.
Yeah, were you
Dude,
not
it's-
down here when we just talked about it?
I
earlier?
was probably working on this.
Yeah,
kind of
he
stuff.
wasn't
It's
listening to
a
us.
slap to the face.
Really?
I heard Colin Schultz got the most amount of money out of anybody.
the
What
fucking
do you do?
boring guy, dude. Oh man, unreal.
What
Don't
did
get
you
me
do?
started.
Lose
Oh,
one
fucking
race or something
Colin.
this year?
Huh?
He won almost every one besides one or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I think so. It had to have been damn close. He almost went undefeated.
Was
But in light buggy? I think it was light buggy.
Was there 5 digits or 4 digits?
In mine?
Yeah.
4.
What?
With 3 championships.
What?
And below the number 5 for this first number.
For winning 3 championships.
Yep.
And all the money that you spent.
That's what I'm saying. It is. I don't hate the idea of going to Glen Helen eventually, but let's make reason. Let's have a plan. Let's come to us as racers with a plan saying, we got this many sponsors, we got this budget, we're gonna do it here at this date, at least a year in advance, so that we can all go shop for it, and then we'll all be like, all right, like these guys got it. These guys got it, right? They got it fucking ironed out. They have a plan. They have sponsors for it. They got budget for it. I heard through a pretty reliable source that they basically lease the track from Glen Helen. Glen Helen isn't promoting it or nothing. Nothing. Isn't at no part. Who's going to promote it?
Yeah.
I mean, around here, every track promotes their own.
Yeah.
Every track promotes their own in the Champ Series right now.
Another thing I brought up to him was like the facility. There is nothing.
There's nothing there.
ERX, Crandon, Barker River, Lena, they have something there. They have food courts. They have something. Glen Helen has nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, so that's what we were. When was it?
I think it was
game, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, he was like, all they have there are bleachers, essentially.
Yeah.
And so it's like, what bleachers? That's really it.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
then you got to count for porta potties. You got to count for food. You got to count for drinks. You got to count for people that got to work there. So I mean, there are a lot of things that got to go into it. And if that's the case, if Champ is the one leasing the track, well, then they got to essentially do everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Is they got to hire whoever to work the gate. You know what I mean? Hire whoever to make sure people are parking. You know what I mean? There are a lot of things, and that's just the start of it. You know what I mean? Now we're talking like actual like racing, and then you said food, vendors, everything else that goes into it, and then now it's like sponsors. Now I got to go get sponsors, and then you got to get promotional stuff, and you got to actually advertise it. Unfortunately,
that's a lot.
Champ hasn't had to
fish out for that.
Market themselves.
Yes.
Yeah, they haven't had to advertise it. So normally it's had to be, Antigo, Crandon, Lena,
the tracks
ERX,
do it themselves.
The tracks do it themselves, and now they've actually got to put that in. But so that makes you wonder then how much are they putting into Glen Helen?
Well, and a lot of the answer was, we're going to throw it at the wall and see if it sticks. That's a bullshit answer. I can fucking shit on the wall and see if it sticks too. It just ain't a good answer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, we're just going to swing it out there.
Yeah.
We wanted...
You guys want transparency and be like, how is this going to actually work?
We wanted them to show us that they put effort in to making us want to go, right? We wanted some facts. We wanted something there.
A
that
business
was like,
plan, almost.
Yeah, like
essentially.
something that made me go, I need to be there. You know what I mean? And it isn't payout that people are going to go for, right? They want to hear that they have sponsors backing it. They have fucking everything, all their ducks in a row for it. They have budget set aside already, sitting there to help racers get there.
Right.
That's what we wanted to hear. It wasn't we're going to try or we're working on. That means that they ain't got shit right now. Well, that makes it really hard to want to go. Zach, is this... so I worked with somebody that was talking about building an XP1000 that says there's a Arizona series that races only at one track right now.
It's called Core.
Core.
Yep.
Is that where they run as Firebird?
Yep.
Okay. And when they talked about going to Glen Helen, even I thought, why not Firebird? They already have a series that races there.
Was Firebird Wild Horse?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
They already have
Chandler.
Yep.
They already have a series that races there, that goes there. People know racing goes on there. That would be a better, if you wanted to expand your footprint, that would be a better place to go.
There's a hotel right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's metro area.
It's casino. My ex's brother lives there. So.
Oh, you would know that.
We
huh?
should definitely
we
go
should
now.
definitely go.
So someone else lives in Arizona?
I was just going to say that.
To me, that makes...
Continue.
Does this have to do with KOH? That KOH girl?
No.
No.
No. No.
No?
Anyways, Chandler.
But yeah, Arizona
It just
is
made sense.
It's literally right in town.
Yes.
The highway fucking drives past it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see
And there's
everything.
stuff going on there already.
Yeah.
Didn't they have a nitro cross race there last year?
Yep.
Yeah, that was
That
was a sight to see.
And it's
Was
a
it a flop?
facility. And it's a
No,
facility.
It was
that
good?
threw back to like 2016 night race Glen Helen.
It was packed?
Fuck yeah.
So that's
They
a
had
perfect thing.
freestyle motocross going. They had a full vendor area, open paddock.
Yeah.
Dude, we had to it was standing room only in both grandstands.
Damn.
That's impressive,
I'm
right?
like-
So that's a place that if they told us that they went to and they gave us these stats, right, of This is their events they've held. They hold a short course series there. They had Nitro Cross there. This is their like average attendance. This is their attendance at the Nitro thing. That would sell us. That would be like, that gives me a reason to go there. You know, I'm not gonna go and race against or race in front of fucking 15 people
Because
there's
15 homeless people.
You think our celebrations? You think our celebrations are boring now? Watch it when there's 10 people watching.
Damn. So even if we go to Glen Helen and it happens, no flames, no like.
And maybe the hillside. Unfortunately.
City Neck
Is it?
posted the rule, but that doesn't say.
Doesn't say how many miles or whatever.
Yeah,
but
if there's like there's got to be some sort of thing that allows people to come
yes
in and out.
No, because back when the ports were backed up that time, they wouldn't let trucks in because they were too old. And everybody's like, you guys are stupid. Like, there's a big holdup here. You guys need to get freight in and out of this state. And they said no. And it's
Really?
like,
And I'm here to tell
California
you,
is just ridiculous.
a good bit of the race series that has semis probably don't have rigs 2010 or newer.
No.
No.
Hell no.
Mine is.
Is it newer in 2010? Does it have def?
All I can think
Yours
about
has,
is
like
yours
Kyle's
has
going.
to.
Kleiman's.
I'll fucking take that shit off.
Yeah, right.
How old do you think Kleiman's rig is?
A lot of them are like 2000s. There's a lot of like 2000 Peterbilts out there.
83. No.
Yeah, right. It's 20 years old.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a
What year
good
is your
point.
semi?
17.
Hey, when are you gonna sell that Pro Light?
Trust me, that
Or,
thing
Pro
took a
Spec?
shit on us.
If you can
the depth
avoid the
tank
scales, is the only thing it says.
in a semi truck. Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck.
In
Good luck.
California.
What if we distract them for you on your way there?
Good luck.
They're still gonna
You don't do that.
leave
Park
and
ya.
pull you over.
It's like, oh, I'm native.
Damn.
Yeah.
I never even thought of that.
Who's
That's
mine?
fucking wild.
Yeah, no, that's another stick in the spokes, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Hard to
another
go
thing
about
to think about. I mean, so I guess what would be when would be an ideal time for Champ to come out and just say, hey, and lay it all out as far as Glen Helen goes? Because, I mean, obviously right now we're talking
2
about
months ago.
talking about the Mint 400, and they don't necessarily have a plan or even anything a month and a half out. You know,
But I don't think
when
they have
would
anybody
be-
going either.
So when would be a good time for
Lots of pro spec guys.
Glen Helen?
Oh, okay. Robert Nash texted me. He said, what about asking to do a companion event with NHRA at Firebird?
We suggested somebody. I don't know
Yeah,
if it
that'd be
made it
sweet.
to Carl, but we tried getting Nitro Cross and
Champ together.
Champ at like Vegas or Glen Helen when they were racing Glen Helen.
Yeah,
But
you got to do something to
Yeah.
help
Get people there.
to get people there.
Share the expense.
The hardest thing with Glen Helen is they've been around forever and they're known as a motocross thing, and that's it.
yeah.
That's it. So you're going to somewhere that hasn't had short course, legit short course racing in
Yeah.
5 years or something. And even the last couple of years at Lucas, it wasn't like it was sold out.
And
They seem to have one good day.
That's what.
Is only
Friday night.
racers, families,
Yeah.
Yeah.
spectators.
That's
why
what
would we
sucks
go in
even
there?
at Firebird is you might have to do the same thing, but because the area, you're probably going to get more people, but you still need to promote the
You still need to
event.
promote
and
the
it's a lot harder to promote Glen Helen than it is Firebird.
Yeah. Well,
At this
Firebird's
point.
active.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing.
There's
I
a
think,
drag
is like
strip. It just
active.
got bought. There's a drag strip.
They
They,
have a
do
road
road
course
course
there.
still.
So there's actively race fans paying attention to their page. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Like, you think Glen Helen has a short course page? What's on it? Cobwebs?
Think they have a page?
No.
Like, no, they don't.
They're just
for sure
looking
they
for
don't.
whoever walks up to the gate
Yeah.
and hands them money.
Yeah.
You know, be
for
baller
sure.
about Firebird or for Chandler would be like
The casino?
college students get like 50% off. Dude, imagine when they would show up in
You know how many STDs would be walking around that place?
in September or October, dude.
ASU.
That's what I mean, man. ASU's right down the road, dog. You get college students to show up, it's gonna get fucking rowdy.
All you need is a good band at night.
Dude,
Like a
wet,
DJ?
and Wet Possum.
Like, no, get wet possum. Get like a legit, like pretty sweet DJ.
Simple plan.
Simple
Freaking, it would
plan.
be, and then they could make half their money back by just selling tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, I think we're in the wrong business, bro. We should be promoted. Bro. That's what we should.
Well, and that's another problem too. Is like Wheatland. You know, it's the start of the new year. We're 5 months out.
I haven't seen a single
and
post about
not a
Wheatland.
single post about Wheatland.
Is anybody else?
Nope.
Not even
I saw
saying,
one last year.
not even saying like,
The schedule.
hey, get ready, schedule, repost, anything about Wheatland being the first race.
Yeah. I haven't seen nothing about it.
Bink posted something up with like, can't wait to go back.
Yeah.
But
I was in that picture.
Can't wait to go back. I've never went.
were you?
Wheeler?
Yeah.
Well, you did.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
with them,
was
but
gonna
not,
say,
not in
KGB
a,
was in it too.
not in
I
a,
saw you clap ass, bro.
only one race.
Yeah.
I got clapped
still,
the other
You
races.
also won me money.
But yeah, you don't see any nothing going on. No promotion.
Nothing.
That's
If-
another
if you-
place. The fucking town is 1,000 people.
Right. Right.
Everything around it's a fucking woods.
Right. How are you gonna get spectators in? Who's gonna promote it?
But the only good thing is at night after that race is when they do the circle track race. So you get.
But I think it's closing. I heard Ryan from Jerovit said that the circle track had a series, like a sanctioning body that raced there, and that went away this year. It's not racing there anymore. So it's gonna go local. I don't know if anyone on here pays attention to the
Wheatland circle track.
Wheatland dirt track.
Oh yeah, we can't say the first name.
Well, yeah.
Of what?
Can't say Lucas Oil
Why?
because Amsoil.
I mean, Amsoil doesn't give me nothing.
Yeah, you're right. Lucas Oil.
Amsoil ain't sponsoring our podcast.
Yeah, you're right.
Why can't you say Lucas Oil?
So
I can't say that.
I can't read that. What is it?
Racing
This
oil.
is Maxima.
Haxima.
Oh,
Oh, we should
I say
clips.
VP. Yeah, let's do our
Move to clips and then we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it before we tap it.
Do you rap it?
Occasionally.
I asked you this question last night.
The way he said that, he's like, I asked you last night.
It's like, you reading my mind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
All right, we're gonna go to the clips of the week. Okay, so when you watch these, I'm gonna add a twist to it. Tell me out of each one if there's one driver you could pick that they remind you of. Tell me who it is.
I like that.
There's one. They played one. I saw that like a glimpse of one right away.
Are we all gonna say it?
Yeah, we're all gonna say it, and I fucking instantly said somebody right away. I'm like, oh, this is how we need to do it.
6.
Yeah, well, there's only 4.
Seems like
If there's
only
one
5.
driver, you're right. I can't count. They remind you of.
Is there?
Tell me who it is.
I like that. Yeah, there should be
There's one. They
6
played
total.
one. I saw that like a glimpse of one right
We're
away.
saying only
Yeah,
5.
but there's not. And I
Yeah, you only
fucking
gave- that's all I
instantly said
got, bro.
somebody right away. I'm like, well, let's just play the first
I'll
one.
send you the one that doesn't play
Yeah,
then,
well, there's
I
only
guess.
4.
Okay.
I'll just
Hold on, I just gotta
Bluetooth it to you.
I can't
gotta
count.
make sure everything is a-okay.
Yeah, there should be.
Okay.
So why, Corey?
Yeah. Why?
All right, here we go.
Oh, you gotta hear. The audio's got to be on for this one.
Safest
Go back,
place
start
is
it.
in the Jeep.
Start it over.
Safest place
Start
is
it
in the
over,
Jeep.
Jeffrey.
Maybe not.
Trying to do 3 things at once.
What'd she say?
She said you got a bailer.
Safest place is in the Jeep. Safest place is in the Jeep.
Safest place is in the Jeep.
Maybe not.
I don't.
Johnny Greaves, I can't reach. What'd she say?
All right, who does that remind you of, guys? Cole Maimer.
Safest place is in the Jeep.
I'd be the one to get out. Like, oh, no.
Safest place is in the
I thought
Jeep.
that was Shane Stenson talking.
Maybe not.
Adrian Campbell.
Or Shannon Campbell.
Yeah.
No?
No, I don't
No idea.
You got nothing?
No idea.
No,
No,
not
no.
one. I got nothing.
Yeah, KOH. Just because that happened right off the rip.
Or you could say Tyler Rimreed.
Safest
Jake
place is in the Jeep.
Kosmecki was in with Tyler Rimreed and freaking rolled all the way down a hill
Safest
one
place
time.
is in the Jeep. Maybe
All
not.
right, on to the next one. Whoops. Buddy almost had it.
This Dan Van Heuvel, the Samurai.
See, they're always like something that
Reported it didn't happen.
Oh, what's the samurai?
That's White Truck Boot Camp.
That's fucking Adrian Chenia's
So
science.
so
Like, trying to do like a
they're
front
trying to
row.
inch it down, and all of a sudden, bam, they just lose it.
No, that's cool.
Now that's Coleman. I'm going to say Zakowski. That gives me Zakowski vibes. Yeah, he's just kind of inching towards it, might jump in, all of a sudden just lets it go. Fucking ass over teeth.
He's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to
It's
just go.
reverse
Yeah,
whiskey
just go.
throttle.
Just go. Yeah, that's Zakowski.
I like the thing in the corner, idiots with engines.
We're looking at that too.
This one's fun.
Oh, Johnny J in the Camaro.
Who was? Oh,
There's one person.
yeah.
I already got my pick, but I ain't gonna give it away right away.
Milhausen?
I watched it and right away. The first thing I said was Johnny Holcher. I don't think his wheel ever fell off like that, but
Yeah.
everything else has fallen off.
KGB after the first turn.
Even I'm not like that.
Milhausen's the one that, why they had to put up that new fence. That Crandon.
What new fence?
By the barn.
By the barn.
Oh,
He
yeah.
landed and it went,
I'm going to say JQ. JQ vibes right here.
Here, here.
Tries to peel out, bam!
I mean, it was the start, so.
Yeah.
Milhausen's the one that, why they
What about you, Frankie? Oh, this guy. Oh, shit, sorry. Damn.
Would you send us?
I'm going to say
No.
That's Adrian Chen. All day. 100% Adrian.
That's you. That's Tito on the 110.
yeah.
Back in the sand section.
There'd be a thump right there then.
Yeah, who's everybody? Who's the survivor? That's that's Ricky G right there.
Who's a survivor?
Getting in the way and surviving.
I feel like that's like Bob Brand.
That's a good one.
Damn, that is kind of.
We're gonna be hated by the end of these.
Colin Truitt saying, I'm trying.
Colin Truitt on the side.
That guy had a ponytail.
I feel like that's like Bob Brand.
Oh.
Shit.
Who whips out in front of traffic like everybody?
Dinsmore.
Truitt saying, safety trucks.
the Canadians.
Oh, shit.
This is like an old, like Kurt Leduc.
Is that? I'm gonna say.
Brandon.
I'm not trying to be this guy, but I'm gonna say the white truck is Ryan Beat and the semi is Mickey Thomas.
Hey, Ricky G in that one corner.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, guys.
Yeah. I'm going to go Doug Matag. That's what it feels like to me.
Like Kurt Leduc.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Doug.
Feels like he's just fucking up. You know, definitely him and Baja. All right, I know which one to send you. I got it ready to go. This is going to be a good one. Good one to end on.
Good one to end on.
Good one to end on. You got your.
Is the TV playing or something?
Yeah, it's playing.
This one don't need volume, so you can turn it on.
No,
He's just
well,
fucking up.
hold on. You can hear us.
Oh, it's playing the podcast.
Oh.
Good one to end on.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Good one to end on. This is the last one. This is definitely. Who is this?
Whoops.
Oh, changing the name.
Picky.
Oh.
That's Zakowski.
I agree. That's like half the Sportsman field in Sportsman UTV off the skybox jump at Grandin.
I'll just say to start.
Yeah, any pro-am
I
driver.
was just going to say Pro-Am.
Yeah, any pro-am driver.
Into
Pro-Am
one.
Grandin.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Probably chump.
Zakowski used to race
Yeah,
this.
dude, that guy died.
Really?
No.
I'm like, how do you even know that?
No, I don't know what happened
This
to
is
him.
like an OJ to who's the old moonshine guy that wadded it up by the skybox jump and then flipping into the fucking timbers.
Kwame.
That's Kwame right there.
Dude,
That's
fucking
100% Kwame. Land crooked, get squirrely, go flipping.
Could be Al Drew, though.
How dare you? Don't talk ill about Al Drews. Al Drews a legend.
He did
is.
that off the right before the barn. Off that second jump, went right and hit the K-rail. And
Oh yeah. Well,
So those are the
So the clips of the week.
Clips of the week.
is there anything else you guys want to say?
Anything else you want to do? Promote like my stand-up comedy next week. As
Make
comedy
sure you-
Kyle.
Yeah.
All right, guys, have a good day.
What happened there?
Yeah, right.
Maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah, January 22nd, next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Comedy
Yep.
Club.
Open mic,
Tito
4
will be
minutes.
trying to be funny.
I'll be in Jamaica.
Going on for 5 minutes, or going on fifth for 4 minutes.
Going on 5th for 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
He's
and
only
then
ever
after-
good for 4, so don't ask
Yep.
for 5.
Yep, a minute, fucking marathon man, bro.
Marathon at 4.
I mean, 4 minutes is
Hey,
a long time.
did you inform them on the fastest you've ever got it done?
Oh, no, I did not.
You should
You
probably
revisit
tell
that
them.
again?
You should just tell them the time. And
Yeah.
I just want to see the reaction.
Minute 16. From when you go into
Done.
That was the fastest.
Yep,
Fast.
minute 16. Blam.
You're lying.
Ricky G, can
Can you promote me? Oh shit, he's on it. He's talking shit on him.
Yeah, dude.
It's
Yeah.
our favorite hot tamale.
Yeah, you know what? Matter of fact, the guy on the UTV or on the ATV is Ricky G. Just all over the place. Can't handle it. You know what I mean? I saw him down at PRI. He was all over the fucking place. You know what I mean? Speedy Gonzalez.
We were.
Without
That was a wild night.
without direction.
It was a wild night.
He's gonna be fuck you, TOs, and he's gonna say something.
All right, well, we're past our 2-hour mark. This is the off-season show presented by Impulse Media. Cory, Kyle, it's like I'm talking to my freaking cousins. Goddamn.
Well, I am your cousin.
I know. But it's like your brother sitting there.
That's Cory.
Cory.
Yeah,
Cory. Thanks for coming on, being a part of the show with us. And we'll be back next week with some dirt track guys.
All right.
So,
love you guys.
love you.